The following podcast is recorded and produced by Emerge, a media creators co-op.
Hello and welcome back to the Trap Nerd Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Stu Clark. To my left, Harry had to put the Piston shirt on for today.
Even though we lost 20 in a row, I had to go throw back to Ben Wallace.
He had to go back to the 04 championship. And Joe over here
It was good.
watching YouTube videos or something.
No.
What, dude? Were you just thinking about Tucker Kraft?
I mean, we can praise him if you'd like.
Dude, Joe would kiss Tucker Kraft if he was here right now.
I probably would.
That's crazy. Yeah, all right, another wild week in football. Football's actually entertaining again. It wasn't entertaining for like 13 weeks, it felt like, but past couple weeks have been pretty good. And the Bills win, man.
Finally.
Big win.
You guys are back, man.
That
I'm
game
enjoying it.
was, up until we won, I just hated it the entire time.
Because you know it's tough to just put Mahomes away. Even when it was 14-0, it's like you're not going to roll them.
No.
You know, even though
Well, that's what happened with the Eagles, too, so I was not excited at all. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, it's better be up 14 than down 14, but, like, we were up 14 on the Eagles. They came back, beat us in overtime.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Josh
there was
Allen
not
has 0 overtime wins.
Yeah, so it's good that game ended regulation.
Yeah. I was not excited, like, at any point in the game, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Got the fucking win. It was ugly, but 7-6. Dolphins lost, huge.
We're 7-6.
Yeah,
8-6?
we're 7-6. They're 8-5, 8-4.
They're 9-4.
9-4,
And
and we're
7-6.
7-6.
We're
No,
7-6.
We're tied with 5 teams,
Oh, yeah, 'cause
7-6, which is why we only
suck.
moved up one seed. We would be
And what
beat
they're
the Patriots
9-4.
and don't put 12
Yeah.
men on the field, and we'd be the
We need them to
division
lose
leaders
one
right
more,
now.
and we win out. We'll take the
Shit, Donnie just
division
texted me. I'm fucking nervous. Wait a minute.
They play,
Oh, fuck yeah.
They play Dallas, too, Miami. So
We
hopefully
play
you
Dallas.
guys beat Dallas,
And then-
piss them off,
and
and
Dallas
then
beats
Miami and
Miami.
smack them up.
This should be fire,
I got the
man.
number 1 pick, boys.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the game is just like, it just felt like the Bills all season. Like, it felt like Dan Dorsey was back there. Fucking, we're up 14 at half. What was it, 17-14 at half?
The Bills game?
Yeah. Or was it 14-14, then we got the field goal the first?
I can't remember.
I don't know, but James Cook averaging 7 yards a carry. And then he had like 86 yards and a touchdown receiving. And then the second half touches the ball like 2 or 3
I
times.
don't understand that. He was unstoppable in the first half, and you guys kind of went away from that. Like, even that play that Allen made, that ridiculous throw falling out of bounds, which was
That shit was
That should have been
unreal.
Cook.
yeah, Latavius has it, and I really thought that was an incomplete pass.
I don't
Like, it was close to where Cook's just gonna probably catch it and like do something with it, but I just don't see why Latavius is in there in that moment.
running routes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, I think he probably was blocking in like a check down option. Then Allen extends the play, and he probably
Gets open.
got open. Like, I don't know that they just like.
That play was unreal.
Yeah, I mean, either way.
Josh Allen is the fucking man.
Yeah,
dude.
that was one of the best throws I've seen. Like, ever.
Perfect throw, and like almost.
I thought he was
it
just
almost
throwing
is
it
a
away
bad
at
play.
first.
Yeah.
I thought he was throwing it away. And then all of a sudden it just went to his hands. I was like, what the fuck?
I knew he wasn't throwing it away because the way he could have already just thrown it away. All that shit he was doing, I knew he was waiting for something. Like, he probably seen Latavius breaking free, but yeah,
I
play
love
was
that
nuts.
shit. I just.
That's why you got to take the turnovers
Yeah.
because he can make those plays as well.
I sent you guys the Mike Greenberg thing, the video, right?
don't know.
Where he went through and he was like, okay, all you hear about is Josh Allen
Oh,
turnovers.
yeah.
But if you include his rushing touchdowns, the only person with a better touchdown to interception ratio,
Was
our
Dak,
turnover
right?
ratio is Dak. He'll be the first quarterback ever to have 40 touchdowns in 4 straight seasons. Like,
Yeah,
you gotta
he's
take
that dude,
you gotta
yeah.
take that shit with the bad. I mean, when it's games like the
and
Jets
dudes like
games,
him-
that's unexcusable. But one interception a game, fuck it.
But dudes like him, big arms, throw downfield,
Yeah,
make big plays. Like, dudes like that, it's going to happen.
He compared it to Aaron Judge. It's like all you hear is Aaron Judge broke the record, well, the AL record. You don't hear about that. He struck out 175 times because it does not matter. Aaron Judge, I'm pretty sure, led the league in WAR that year. Strike out all you want if you're going to hit 62 home runs and 120 RBI. It's like
a ton and
it doesn't, like, you got to take the good with the bad. If it's like the Jets game, it doesn't. There's not enough good in the world. But since that Jets game, there's never been. I mean, the one turnover was it was the Eagles game. It was like put them in in scoring range in the fourth quarter. That was pretty bad, but still, I mean, he still put
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. You got to deal with it, and he makes plays like that, and it's like, yeah, that might have been an interception, but if it wasn't, it was a punt. So fuck it. And
you hope to get a
thing.
flag or hope that a guy makes a big play, but if not, it's just as good as a punt.
But yeah, it wasn't. The defense is probably the most exciting part of the game. Offense looked bad in the second half.
Chiefs got a great defense too.
Yeah.
So,
but you just gotta go with what's working. And
Snead is real good.
Yeah, Snead's nice.
I didn't know he was that good.
Diggs just kind of blows, but
yeah, Diggs has been
I
missing.
think Diggs lost a step, man.
It's not the step. He lost his fucking hands. He's not.
How he'd be dropping wide open screens? I don't know, man.
I don't know. They don't like. I don't know if they've counted every single catch that should have been a catch, but like he has like around 12 drops the past 4 or 5 games. It's been bad.
He has more drops than Gabe. Think about that.
Well, Gabe don't even get the ball through. Josh Allen hates Gabe so much that he was wide open, and
Gabe's
then
wide
still
was
didn't.
7.5. I knew he wasn't getting that shit.
Well, then he caught it, didn't he? And then he it was a flag. He caught a 10-yard pass.
Did he?
But it was a flag. It got brought back. The refs didn't even want
That's
to
fucking
have a
hilarious.
yard.
Yeah, the only thing, obviously the win's good, but like just his play calling is still problematic. When you we were talking about James Cook, you do 10 straight pass plays, and only
I like that shit.
we got 2 completions. We had 3 straight 3
I
and
agree.
outs.
But a lot of them things are like what happens when Diggs catches the ball or.
Yeah, if you're in rhythm, do it. But when you're not in rhythm,
No, I agree.
think you gotta
James
run the
Cook
ball.
definitely should have got the ball more.
The Jets threw 10 times in a row against Houston because Zach Wilson, for the first time, probably in his NFL career, was in a sick rhythm.
Right.
And they just kept throwing the ball down Houston's throat. That was cool. But
In the first half, the underneath stuff and the play action was easy money. It was like free plays for Josh Allen because they were like, this dude's fucking running all over us. They're literally pass blitzing every single play. And our offensive line has been good all year, and it was like, oh, Josh Allen's getting rushed every play. It's like, yeah, because they're blitzing 7-8 people because they know we're not running the ball.
He did adapt to that, though. It just didn't work.
He adapted, but he shouldn't have to.
No, I'm talking about Brady adapted to that. He started throwing screens when they were pass blitzing every
yeah,
play.
the last
They
drive,
just wasn't working. No, not just the last drive in the second half. He started throwing screens, but
it was after them 10 straight pass plays though, and then he started running again, and then he ran with Latavius Murray for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why that happened.
Like
Ty
Ty
Johnson
Johnson
was
had like
getting in
6
there,
yards.
yeah.
Why do we have Leo Fournette?
He must supposed to be ass. I don't know.
oh, yeah, I forgot you guys had him.
Or
He's on
you
a
think they're
practice
just-
squad.
They might just be.
We'd have to
waiting.
cut Murray to
There's nothing to
make
wait
room
for.
for him.
Yeah, just run Murray and then cut Murray and let him come on through.
Yeah.
Leo's nice.
Where?
I just don't think. I
was
don't.
nice
I don't
last
see how
year.
Leo could be worse than Murray.
I
And
don't know,
that was a
Murray's
big.
done all right this year.
Yeah, but Leo can pass block and can catch out of the backfield,
I don't know,
which
man.
Latavius Murray just be
You
fumbling
gotta ask
for
them.
no
They're
reason.
seeing something in
They
the-
must be. I don't know.
But I think they're just.
Saving Leo is like buying like a generic snack or like some cheap shit, and then you know what? I'm
Saving
not
it for a
gonna eat-
party.
Yeah, I'm gonna save this for.
I'll tell you what though. In the
You got
first,
the Great Value Pop Tarts, and you're like, I'm saving that for when my friends come over.
I don't know, man. Maybe Leo will do something. I just can't believe he's not
Cook,
in over.
Cook looked real good in the first half though.
Oh, Cook's that dude.
When he
but
was running, I didn't think he can run up the middle like he was. He was just going.
Cook will do whatever he's got to do.
I don't know.
He had
It's
3.
still sketchy
He
to
had
me.
2 carries in the second half.
I don't
That's
really like them running him
unacceptable.
up the middle. I don't
He's
like
that
it,
dude,
but he
man.
was making that shit work.
Because them other dudes are just bruisers. Like they're gonna lower their shoulder and grind out 3-4 yards, which is fine. But James Cook can explode through the hole and actually give you a big play.
Yeah,
And that's
but
the
he
thing.
can't bruise through a hole.
He can't block.
But he
That's
still
the
can
only
though.
thing.
Like really, what's his average per carry? I can't see it being less than.
It's over 5.
It
I'm saying
probably
even.
is,
I'm just
but
saying even those that are directly up the middle. He probably
can you
still
look
gets
at an
3-4
advanced stat
yards.
like that? It
You
can't be.
can.
I don't think it's that high.
It can't be worse than those dudes.
You probably can. You could look up anything nowadays.
I don't know how to.
Well, running up the middle. I'm telling you. StatMuse is the shit.
Yeah, StatMuse is gas.
It doesn't.
Yeah, I didn't think so. It's
But it
it's
just
gonna
can't be
tough.
worse than Latavius and like Damian Harris, Tyler.
I feel like that
Johnson. or
when
whatever.
when they plug a hole, he just stops right in his tracks. That's the only thing.
This is like completely off topic, but it's mad funny. I was looking that up. A Reddit post from 4 months ago. Am I the only one who thinks he has virtually 0 upside in dynasty football in dynasty fantasy?
Who said that?
Oh, about
It's a
James
Reddit
Cook.
post about James Cook. I just
Yeah,
thought that
people
was
just
funny.
are prisoners of the moment. That's why I try not to like come on here or go on like the internet and like have these crazy opinions because of like something that happened.
I dropped Kyron Williams, so I can't be saying anything.
Damn.
Why'd you like when?
Beginning of the year, I had to take someone off of IR, and before football started.
Yeah, so I mean, what's that mean? That's like Kyron Williams didn't do anything.
Everyone thought Cam Akers was going to be the.
Yeah.
the
I just need
the
to stop
front
listening
runner.
to Sean McVay. That's it.
Yeah.
He's the worst.
But Kyron Williams does seem like he's the real
best.
deal. Yeah, he's really good.
His vision's crazy. He hits,
Yeah, y'all in trouble. In
his
Steve's
speed's
league, man.
awful, and he still be breaking these plays.
Nah, he's really good.
It's annoying as fuck.
I wonder where he'll be drafted next year. Probably early second, mid second.
Maybe even
Next year's
higher.
gonna be
Isn't he the running
super
back too?
weird.
What?
Isn't he the running back too right
Like
now?
Mostert's
I
like
don't know.
number 1 or 2.
McCaffrey's got to be one.
McCaffrey's probably 1.
Then Mostert's probably 2.
Nah, I don't know.
Yeah, like where are you gonna pick Mostert next year? Like,
Well,
can you pick?
can't 'cause of A-Chain, yeah.
But it's still A-Chain played last game. He had fucking.
No, I know. Yeah, it is weird. But I'm assuming eventually A-Chain's got to step into the top role as the young guy, and Mostert's over 30 now.
That's gonna be fucking weird. But yeah, I mean, just the Bills game. There wasn't really much to talk about. Big win. Defense looked great. Chiefs defense looked great at times as well. I think our play calling bailed them out a bit.
Crazy finish to the game,
Good.
obviously. Kelsey made a fucking incredible play.
Well, okay, let's talk about that then. I mean, we talked about it in the group chat a little bit, but the way Mahomes behaved.
Yeah, I've been arguing with everybody. So
I
we might
know,
as well
I
get
know,
on air.
I know. I think personally it's corny coming from Mahomes because Mahomes they get more calls than anyone, and
Which I agree. Like, Mahomes is a baby. It was never that I don't think that he's a baby.
I'm not
I'll tell
even
you
mad
my
about.
argument after. Just say what you know how you felt about
I'm
it.
not even mad that he's upset. It's just like the being upset is directed to the wrong person. Like when you say, and then the corniest part about it was the Josh Allen thing. Like going up to Josh Allen after Allen wins the game. It's been a great rivalry. Like every game is close like this. And then being like, instead of saying good game, being like, ridiculous fucking
Kelsey
call.
did?
Ridiculous fucking call. Like Kelsey was
He said
able.
he regretted it.
That's cool. That just was corny
But
in the
Ratzel
moment.
had a good point about it though. I didn't even think about this. In context, Mahomes is one of the runners for the Walter Payton Award or whatever. And then he,
Like, for the man of the
yeah.
year.
And he's supposed to
That's
be like,
fine.
Well, let me tell you guys my argument. Okay. Was it corny? Yeah, it wasn't that it's not corny. It's not that he's not a crybaby. It's not that the call was wrong. It's not any of that stuff. At the end of the day, my number one argument was because I think it was Joe, got on there and said like it was weird or it was soft or something. You agreed. And a lot of people on Twitter, a lot of Bills fans and Kansas City haters are bashing Mahomes for it. My only argument, it has nothing to do with any of that, is that anybody switches roles with Mahomes. When you are that upset about something in life, whether we agree with why you're upset, the call was fine. It's not that he was basically mad for no reason at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But when you're that mad about something, I've seen Joe that mad. You aren't controlling your anger. And when everybody's counter is, well, he makes this much money, your net worth doesn't change that you're a human. If you're sad, you're going to cry. If you're upset, you're going to be mad. He was fucking pissed. Period. That's it. It doesn't matter. He was pissed. He's not gonna walk up to Josh Allen and just stop on a dime and be like, all right, good game, man. All right, this is bullshit. No, he was fucking pissed.
Okay,
and that's
I get
it.
that.
That's my only thing is that I'm not gonna criticize a guy who says and does the right thing all the time, which is why he's a Walter Payton Man of the Year candidate. He had one moment where he was fucking tilted. And for me to see like Dom and Ian and Joe and my mom, all these people who I've seen not be able to control their anger, tell me that Patrick Mahomes should just been able to stop on a dime.
But I feel like the anger is different because he was mad at the refs about losing the game, and then when you go shake the other guy's hand.
But at least he did that.
No,
LeBron
true,
takes
but
his
what-
jersey off, throws it in the crowd, walks out.
That's
Tom
also
Brady
corny.
runs out. He at least found Allen, hugged him. But he was already bitching. If you watch the video, he's already bitching. Hugs Allen. He starts
just
walking.
feel like
He's still
it just-
going. He's just talking in
My only
general. Like, he
problem
lost
is-
his mind for a second.
Maybe I don't know.
It's just okay.
I
get it. I
understand
get.
that part.
Yeah.
I just think it's corny.
Like, he is a role model. Kids are looking up to him. He even said that he cannot do that. He cannot act like that. You can't act like that in life. Kids are looking up to you. Josh Allen didn't deserve it. He admitted all that, and I agree with everything you guys are saying, but I'm just saying, I just don't like when people just can put themselves in someone else's shoes and act like they would have just been able to do better. Like, you don't know that if that was you, I can't see you just being able to. I've seen
I
you
probably
mad.
would have walked out.
Yeah,
But I wouldn't
you
have
might
went
not
and
even
found-
adapt them up. But some
That's
people
all.
said they rather him did that.
I also would have because
But-
it almost feels like you're on air just discrediting the win.
Yeah, you just got to
And
remember in that
that's
moment.
why I thought I had a problem.
In that
That's
moment, he was just out of his mind. Like he was just very pissed off. He's a human.
But
He
like
fucked
I
up.
just don't
He
see how like you can't. I feel like I said I probably would walk off. I wouldn't even have said nothing. Like, but if you're that mad but still want to show love, you could have just been like an angry like dap up and then walk off talking. Whatever.
And I did see another video
like say
where
something like we'll see you again or something.
Yeah, it would have been cool if he was just like good game and then continued to talk. But somebody even said when
terrible call
when Allen and Mahomes were meeting, the one person on Twitter was like, Allen said something. As they were walking up, Allen could have been like, man, like that sucks, bro. Like we don't even know what Allen said first. He might have been like, damn, sorry, bro, because Allen's a cool dude.
Like,
and then Mahomes was probably like, yeah, that's a horrible call. I mean, we don't know. I don't know what happened.
I don't think he would have apologized if Allen did say something like that to like spark that kind of combo.
Yeah, and he said after like that was his biggest regret because like he fucks with Allen. Like we've seen the Bills beat the Chiefs and Allen go up and hug Mahomes go up and hug Allen and tell him good game. Yeah. So it's not like he's upset like that Josh Allen beat him or he's discrediting him because he's already lost to him. What? But the words
they're 3-3.
The other times he goes up to him no problem.
We're 3-1 in the regular season and 0-2 in the playoffs.
That's so shit. That's so trash. And like I said, like I know kids look up to Mahomes. He's an icon. He's got to act better. But I'm just saying we're all human. Like, and for people to be like, well, if I had this much money, I would act great. No, you wouldn't. Most people who get money act worse. You don't get money and become better behaved. You end up fucking spazzing anyways.
I do think that it's like the Spider-Man quote, with great power comes great responsibility. I don't think it's wrong to judge them differently than people in our shoes. So I kind of disagree with you there. I also agree that he is human, and you're going to have those moments. I'm not disagreeing with you on that. But at the end of the day, they are in positions and getting paid that much because of the positions they're in, as much as the sport they play.
Right, which is why he goes and apologizes because he knows.
So it is not completely the same as like Joe getting mad and not controlling himself. Because if you are in a position where you're getting paid to have that kind of responsibility, you do need to control yourself more than the average person. But I'm not even mad that he got angry. Like I don't even care. I wouldn't be mad if my son loved Mahomes and was watching Mahomes mad on the sideline. I don't sure, I love that. Like the fiery competitiveness. That's not, and I'm not mad about that at all. The only thing that comes off as corny to me, and maybe we don't know the full context of the situation, is what Joe said. It seemed like you're discrediting the win when you also had other times in the game where you could have made plays.
It's like he gave up those next few plays. Like those, they didn't look like they had a chance to do anything.
To be fair, Floyd hit his arm on the last play, but it was like 10 yards short, and there was a lot of plays in that game where that was one of the worst games I've seen Mahomes play, to be completely honest. He was throwing balls short all game, and we were pressuring him, besides the point. That, and then in the press conference to be like, oh, you can't end a game that way. And it's like
for him to continue that was corny.
That was and
Andy Reid is still
look at the Super Bowl. Look at the Super Bowl. That was a very ticky-tack call, and they ended up winning the game.
But that's why I wanted to say this on air. Is that I don't think all that other shit that he's doing is corny to me, like saying it shouldn't be called or whatever. That's his opinion. My legit only argument was that people were criticizing him, saying how they would have acted. Like, you don't know what you would have done. You don't know how. You can't tell him how to feel.
Yeah.
I've never seen Mahomes ever act like that. So it shows that he was that mad.
Yeah.
And as a Bills fan, you're like, it seems like you're mad because like he didn't give Josh the respect.
I'm not mad.
Not just you. I'm saying in general. Like he didn't give Josh the respect. Josh outplayed him. The Bills won. That's the end of the story. The Bills won fair and square. There was no missed call. It sucks that a great play was taken away. I get why he was upset. My only thing was I just hate seeing a lot of people that I do know, and maybe you guys would have in that moment as an icon to the world, like Mahomes is the face of football. Maybe you would have acted differently. It's just, I don't know, he was just pissed off, and I don't think people should be criticized over that. And he immediately went and said the right things the next day. I can't do that. Kids look up to me.
It that night. It took him. He had to sleep on it. I think.
Yeah, but that happens, bro. Yeah. Like we all get. There's so many times.
I get what you're saying.
Me and you will text an hour later. I'm like, oh, I'm an idiot. Like, I'm sorry, Joe. I shouldn't have said. Like, we get like that's what happens in life. Just because he's the face of football doesn't mean he's not gonna fuck up sometimes.
I mean, I agree. And I even go back to like Jordan used to do the same shit. I still think that's corny. I mean, it's like they're so competitive. I get it, but. They deserve your respect. Like the people that beat you deserve your respect, in my opinion. But also, we're not the competitors.
My whole point behind it, though, I wasn't mad at him for doing all that shit on the sideline, like acting like he's gonna go after a ref and shit. You guys seen all that?
Yeah, he like broke his helmet, all that shit. That's still.
But then he
Yeah, I was
childish.
mad about that.
Yeah,
He should have been mad at Kadarius Toney.
I didn't care about. I agree, but I don't care about none of that. I just to go up to the other guy that, like you said, has nothing to do with it and to complain about it. It feels like it's discrediting.
But also, from what we know, I believe they have a really good relationship.
They do.
So he probably was going up to his boy. Like, that's his boy. He's like, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was corny, and I get
think
it.
it's corny.
But, like, I'm just saying, like, he's pissed off, and he was just telling him, like, yo, that's the worst fucking call I ever seen. And I love the way Allen handled it. He said, I like how he hit him in his chest. He said, yeah, man, good game. But, nah, I mean, that was just my only point. Like, I'm not saying it wasn't corny, or because then Dom started saying, like, he's crying about a flag when he gets flags or blah, blah, blah. I agree. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying to say that you would have done differently, or like he's so wrong as a human because he acted that way.
I think
That was my only thing.
It's not an indictment on him, and I'm not going to hate him forever because of it. It's just
know.
something to talk about on a podcast.
Yeah,
It was good content.
Yeah, like the way LeBron took his jersey off
not that big of a deal,
and left Cleveland, literally left the team after and went to
Corny,
Miami. That's next level shit. You know what I mean? Tom Brady's. I just saw a video when they were facing Carolina. Brady's chasing the ref into the fucking locker room. Like, those things to me are something that really should be talked about. At least Mahomes still went and hugged him. That was his way. As pissed as he was, that hug was saying good game. You know what I'm saying?
but
Like,
you're still like,
I get it, but I'm just saying it was just to me it wasn't nearly as serious as like Twitter was making it out to be. People are still
I don't
talking
think it's
about
that
it.
serious. I just thought it was corny.
But people hate Mahomes. He's the villain. It comes with the
yeah,
territory.
you're the
I get
best.
it. He turned into the villain. So when he loses, people are going to go crazy. They're going to make memes and they're going to have fun with it. That's fine.
Getting off that though, he looks like he's stressed.
Mahomes?
Yeah.
Well, dude, they
He's got,
can't
like,
catch.
35
Yeah,
drops.
well, that's what I was saying. That's what I was about to get to. I think a lot of that anger, like, the ref, the call, I think it has more to do with.
Yeah, he was
the
like, fuck, we
team.
just
And,
made this
and
play.
to be honest, it might be as corny as it was. It's better than the alternative of him flipping on his team and like lowering morale. Like, it honestly could have been the better version of what he could have done.
He took his anger out on everything else instead of going up to Tony and being pissed at him.
Can
because
they
the guy can't
continue
make a
to play with Tony?
They don't have
The thing
any
is-
options.
The thing is like they have Rashi, who's nice. They have Kelsey, who's still nice.
They
but
got
Kelsey's not the
Hardman.
same.
I don't know. I feel like Tony
But the
costs
thing is
them a lot. He drops the ball.
But what's your option? Sky Moore and Valdez-Scantling.
At least if
And Rice and Kelsey.
Well, they
they're
can
already
only
on the
do so
field.
much.
so
They
maybe
already
when
do a lot.
Pacheco comes back, they can like.
The other day, I told my cousin
I don't know.
they had to go get Hopkins. They didn't
That's what
want to
they
spend
should've
the
done.
money. They were arrogant because Mahomes makes all these guys look good, but you lost Juju and you didn't get a guy that can make plays. And Hopkins has proven, as he did last night, that he still has gas in the tank and he was worth that contract. I think the Bills should have got him, but nobody wanted to pay him the money. And
We
guess
need a- we need a-
I don't think we
Ohtani
could. I don't think
contract.
either of us could. The seven because how much he wanted, we couldn't pay him.
We needed an Ohtani contract.
well, I guess if that's the case,
we'll talk
then
about
I'm
that,
wrong. That
He like the 17 million. Like even if
I just always feel like there's ways around it if you wanted to get it done.
but we've already done all of that. Like
Well, I'm
we've
saying Kansas
exhausted.
City then. At least
I
you
don't know how
guys
they
believe
are.
in
Next
like
year,
Gabe
though.
Davis. I don't like Gabe Davis, but he's still way better than everybody Kansas City has except Kelsey. Really,
And Rice. I
Yeah,
think
Rice is good, but they don't
coming
even trust him yet. To like, they haven't even fully like unleashed him yet.
Yeah.
They're gonna
We'll
have
see.
to.
I'm not
the
going to
thing
count
about
out
Tony
Kansas
is,
City,
though,
but they don't do it for
They
me.
don't look like they could beat a good
I think
team.
they're.
But it's
I think they're
Mahomes.
flustered. I think that Mahomes never really been in this spot, and I think. I mean, we're gonna see his resilience.
Well, we see Kansas City a couple of years ago be like 2-5 or 2-4, 3-4, got crushed by Tennessee, and everybody
And
was
flip
saying
back,
they were
but
done.
this is
later.
different
This is
though.
late, but they're still got a better record though. They're still have
Yeah,
won
but
games.
they're like on a downswing at the end of the year. They never had that. They were able to bounce back. Then they might.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're not going to make the playoffs or nothing, but
Oh, they're definitely making. Yeah, they're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
make
I'm
Especially
not
with
saying no.
Herbert
I'm
now.
not saying those. Especially what?
With Herbert down now, like no one can catch them.
No, Denver's only a game behind.
Oh yeah, Denver is a game behind.
Yeah,
Herbert
beat
couldn't
out
have
of
catched them anyway.
Yeah.
If they would have won that
No,
last
they
game,
would have been 5-8.
they would have been 7 and.
I think they only got 5 wins.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. No, they'd have been 6 and 8.
had no chance of catching him.
They'd be 2 games.
Herbert
behind.
isn't like that. You heard? He's not like
2
that.
games behind, man.
Yeah.
You never know.
I'm curious to see Mahomes, like you said, to see how they.
I want to see his
respond.
resilience,
Yeah.
like how he bounces back.
Well, the thing is they
I'm
have
not
Andy
taking nothing
Reid,
away from him.
and they have a good defense, and they have Pacheco. If Pacheco's running well, and Andy Reid,
they're gonna be tough.
Andy Reid will figure out how to play to their strengths, and then they have a good defense.
This is just
And
the
then they
first
have
year
Andy
that
Reid
I
might
don't-
still be complaining
The
about
last
that call.
4 or 5 years, I've just been like, yeah, like, but the Kansas City's going to go to the Super Bowl. That's how I felt. Like, I know you guys thought you guys could have beat them a couple times, but this is the first time I don't feel like Kansas City's I feel like the AFC's wide open.
Until Miami and Baltimore proved they can win in the playoffs, like I get it. Kansas City's struggling right now, but when the playoffs come down to it, they got a better not better than the Ravens, but they got a better defense.
It's just as good as anybody.
Yeah, but can their offense?
I think you guys are the team to beat in the AFC.
It's so fucked up.
I really
might not make the playoffs.
I believe that after the last 3 games,
coming close to beating the Eagles,
at Philly, at
annihilating
Kansas
the Jets,
City,
and
it's just I do believe that.
I wish we would have.
If you guys get in it,
we should have.
Something about getting in as a 6 seed to the Magic. That's where it happens.
The crazy thing is I really think
stressful.
And you come in on fire a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes the team goes from like the 3 seed falls to the 6 and then dies. Yeah, but like teams like Green Bay, Pittsburgh, Eli Manning, those teams got in and were hot. Because you start playing must-win football in November. The Bills are already playing playoff football now. It's almost like an elimination game every week in a way, and that to me carries into the playoffs while these other teams are coasting.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I really think Buffalo can make a run at this.
So just going off of the other stuff that really affected Buffalo, New England beat Pittsburgh, which was big for us, and then Miami lost, but every other team that we needed to lose.
Well, the Colts lost.
Yeah, they lost to the Bengals, though.
Oh, yeah. They got smacked, too.
So, I mean, honestly, it's looking like the best way to the – but the thing is we're all tied. The Browns winning that game was pretty tough because we're not tied with them anymore. But all it takes is a couple of these teams losing next week. And
Browns play the Bengals last week, so one of them automatically got a loss coming. So you need the other one to lose somewhere along the line. And
the reason we wanted the Browns, but it's so weird because if we're in this big tiebreaker, the head-to-head tiebreakers don't matter. So I don't know why we're so low. We just must have a terrible conference
I think you guys
record.
have lost more to AFC teams.
I like.
But catching the Dolphins looks real.
That's what I want to happen. It seems so much easier than worrying about 6 other teams.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
We need them to lose
once and us win out. That's all we need to do. Yeah, like we were talking about before the pod. If we need us to beat Dallas and Dallas to be mad at Miami.
Yeah, you guys beat Dallas and they bounce back and beat Miami the next week.
Yeah.
And then we win out.
I mean, speaking of Dallas, good segue. Thought that was going to be a really good game. It was supposed to be like a classic game, and Philly looks like garbage, and Dallas just continues to look like the best team in football, which is
outside of San Fran.
Do
you guys think Dak over Brock for?
Dude, I
MVP?
Can't. Yes, we talked
I
about
gotta
this
go
last
Tyreek
week.
Hill though.
Tyreek Hill is my
After Miami looked like that when he was on the sideline.
I've been screaming this from the fucking mountaintops.
That screams
dude.
most valuable player. They couldn't do shit when he was out.
I've been saying this. Like, he's a receiver. It does not matter. You take that
his
motherfucker
impact
out.
is crazy. They walked down the field and scored when he comes back in for one drive.
You saw his quote? He was like, I was texting my wife. I was like, you're going to have to rub this later. She was like, you better get your ass back in the game. Yeah, so he's like, all right, bet. I got back in the game.
I hope he's all right, though, like moving forward.
I don't.
Well,
no, yes. I mean, I have been saying Tyreek is MVP for the past 4 or 5 weeks. I think the case for Purdy is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous?
It's ridiculous.
Why?
Because it's ridiculous.
That's crazy that he thinks that.
Yeah, it's
not,
weird,
and this isn't talk. No. I'm not hating on.
Because he has people around him.
It's
so does every other quarterback that's in the conversation. Every single one. They all have weapons.
You can't compare it, Joe.
You can't compare it.
You have this like weird thing that you want to defend Brock to.
It's not about
the same way though.
I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback.
But you're saying it doesn't make. He shouldn't even be in the conversation. Dude has a better passer rating.
He gets discredited even in this group chat.
It's so annoying, dude.
Okay, I get it, but I'm not them. So don't talk to me like I'm them. I'm not airing it, and I'm not them saying he's a bad quarterback.
You're saying that he shouldn't be in the conversation is a problem.
You look at Dak. Dak is playing better football than him over the past 5 weeks, winning games with
not really. He's a lot of his yards come from Pollard.
Dude will give the ball to Lamb. Lamb will just
and Lamb too, yeah.
Okay, and Brock will give the ball to Debo, and Debo just did.
But
it's the same thing.
It's a problem.
I'm not saying
when
it's a
Dak
problem.
does it,
You
it's
just
like,
said it's ridiculous. He's in the conversation.
Dude, he has CMC, who could be a top 5 MVP candidate. I don't know why I have to keep saying this. Like, it's not wrong to. I'm not penalizing him as a player, but when it comes to most valuable to your team, You take Tyreek off the fucking field.
hill.
Dude, off the hill. You take him off the field, they can't score, bro.
I don't know. Dude was
Brock Purdy
a
is a
7th
great
round
quarterback.
pick.
He's a great
The
quarterback.
last pick of the
He's
draft.
elevating.
Listen,
it has nothing to do with this conversation.
It does,
It
though.
has zero to do.
And
It
now
doesn't
he's
matter if
doing
you're the
more
first
than
pick
these
or the
other
last
dudes
pick.
did with the same team.
And I am willing to admit that. I'm not.
So why
I'm
can't
not discrediting
he has
what
a
he's
better?
doing.
He has a great passer rating.
His two stats that he dominates in passer rating and interception to or touchdown interception ratio. He doesn't dominate any stats other than that. Like the other people have more yards than him. Other people have more touchdowns than him.
Let's compare him and Dak. I want to know.
Okay, let's do it. I think fucking Josh Allen should be the fucking MVP. I don't care about him being 7-6. Like Josh Allen goes off that team, they're a 1-11 fucking team.
Yeah, but you can say that about every quarterback.
That's my
But
point.
you can't because
can.
we've seen other quarterbacks win games. He is better than them. Don't fucking take
When
this.
Brock Purdy got hurt in that NFC Championship game, they couldn't.
They
move
had
the ball.
Josh Johnson.
So Sam Darnold's just gonna do it.
Put Jimmy G on every team.
But
Jimmy
Sam
G on the
Darnold's just gonna
Bills.
run
Jimmy
this
G's
team.
already proved he can't do it.
He made it to the Super Bowl with. We've seen
They
this
didn't win,
team before CMC go to the Super
Tell me his
Bowl
stats.
with Jimmy G, and
Oh,
you're
yeah,
gonna
look
tell
at
me
this dude's
Brock
stats.
Purdy is more valuable than Tyreek Hill.
But if you take Mahomes off Kansas City, they're not gonna be 1-11.
Replace him with Jimmy G.
Replace Josh Allen, Jimmy G.
They're gonna suck.
So is Kansas City.
Exactly,
And
because
so
they're
is
MVP
San Fran.
candidates.
Oh, but you were saying that's why Josh Allen should be MVP because if you took him off the Bills.
And you gave them Jimmy G. I'm saying
Tell
like
me
maybe
you
Dak's
can say that
stats.
about all these dudes though. All
Tell
the
me
top-
Dak's stats.
Dak, you take Dak out,
but
they're
you
not
can't
gonna
say
be
that
bad.
about Purdy.
Tell me
Yeah,
Dak's
Purdy is the
stats.
only one.
And that's my point.
But you can't just discredit the season.
I'm
that he's
not
had, though.
discrediting the season he's having.
You are. You're saying it's ridiculous.
because-
He's in the conversation. It's stupid.
How is it stupid?
Because
going
he's
off at
All right,
He
so
is
what?
deserving
all right, so
to be in
what's
the
your argument that
conversation.
Purdy should be the MVP?
Because he's making every play that needs to be made. That's why.
That
He's
is
not
a
losing.
He has a better
He's-
passer
he's
rating.
making-
He doesn't
They're putting
lose.
up like 40 points every game.
Yeah, he doesn't stop.
Like Jimmy G didn't run the offense the way Purdy does, but they didn't have McCaffrey, and that's one argument we'll never be able to solve. Is that Jimmy never had these numbers, but he never had McCaffrey, so
I
it's
wish
just
Darnold can come in and just be ass one time with this team. I really want that shit to happen. Tell me Dak's
So
stats.
Tua and CJ Stroud have more passing yards.
Can you tell me Dak's stats?
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah,
My argument for Purdy is that he doesn't dominate the stats. Well, the only
Tua's got to leave though after what we see without Tyreek.
because Tyreek's the MVP.
I think Tyreek should be MVP too.
What I'm saying is he doesn't
But
dominate.
Brock
Can
deserves.
you let me finish.
No, because you said it's ridiculous
he
in the
deserves
conversation.
consideration as like a top 5 MVP candidate.
He
but there's
deserves
no way
to
he's
be
over.
in the consideration. It's a fact, or else he wouldn't be there anyway if he didn't deserve it.
No, he is because his team has the best record in the league.
They don't though. They're tied with two other teams. 3 other teams.
Yeah, with Tyreek.
And Lamar.
Go.
So Lamar should be too then.
No,
Why not though? I mean that
I
team
mean,
kind of
San Fran's tied with who?
they're tied with
Dallas, Eagles, and Baltimore.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So he doesn't lead. So he has
Tell me
40 more yards than Prescott. He has one higher completion percentage. TD to interception ratio, Prescott's got him beat.
What's this?
28-6 versus 25-7.
I mean, it's not demolished.
It's not demolished. I'm not saying he's demolishing
okay.
him. And then QB rating, Dak it's 74.7 to 74.6. And then
For his
passer 74.7 to 74.6.
What is this?
Because
116?
passer
It's a
rating.
different rating.
It's a different rating. It includes
Who
like,
has a
running
higher
the
one?
football and stuff. The passer rating is Purdy. We've never used passer rating as an MVP.
I'm just
stat.
asking.
But what I'm saying
I'm
is
just
we're-
asking a question.
okay.
Give me your 5 MVP top front runners.
For 5,
Yeah, give me 5
Tyreek
of
Hill needs to win it, in my opinion. And then everyone's no, it's like a soup. It's like a soup of other players. Like
But
the stats are
Purdy's in
so
the soup.
close. He's in the soup, but he's lower. He's fucking lower in the soup.
Dude, he's all up in
I'm
that
just
shit.
like, I'm sorry. I'm going to penalize him in a
All right,
conversation.
so give me 5
that we're-
MVP candidates.
Tyreek, Dak, Josh Allen.
Josh Allen's not up there though.
I don't care.
But he's just not though.
But you're US for me.
I know, but
who is
be
more
realistic
valuable
shit.
to their team?
That's
Okay,
not how
but-
the
okay.
award goes, though. We got to start also as fans.
Oh, no, I agree.
We have to understand that it's not most valuable player. That's just the name of the shit. Like
Okay,
that's
but
just
I'm
how they
not.
judge
I'm
it.
not. I'm just saying I don't agree with that in sentiment.
All right, so Dak, Tyreek, and
Tyreek,
Josh
not
Allen.
Tua at all. Josh Allen, and then I'd consider him at like 4 or 5
So he's up there earlier. You were saying him to be MVP was ridiculous.
because I think Tyreek is 10
but,
times more
at least you
valuable.
have
than
him up there though.
No, but that's my
I think
point
it's-
is I didn't
I'm
say he
gonna
was
penalize
MVP.
it. I'm gonna
It's
penalize
just-
him for the
it's
people around
stupid
him,
to
and I
say
don't think that's a
it's
dumb conversation
ridiculous.
to have.
That's all I'm saying.
I think it is. I think
It's not ridiculous. He deserves consideration. He deserves it. He wins games and puts up numbers.
We're penalizing him because his team's good. Like, that's wrong.
But these other
I
teams
don't
are
think
good,
it's wrong.
though. That's my problem.
I think it's wrong to say he's not a good quarterback because of the team around him. But I do think it's okay to say, okay, look at the teams these guys have around them, and they're doing just as much, if not more.
But
see, okay, Pollard can't score a touchdown this year. CeeDee Lamb, nice as fuck.
But
Brandon Cooks,
Rico Dowdle does. I'm just saying. A running back does score for them.
Dak Prescott has one player that would start on the
Ferguson would get love, though. That boy's nice.
He has one player who would start.
He's
on
probably
the,
better than
the
Kittle.
49ers. He's not. Stop.
Nah.
He has. There's one
I said
player.
what I said. You heard?
There's one position player on the Cowboys that would start on.
Answer me
That
this.
would even start.
No,
on
wrong.
How am I wrong? Pollard's not
Wait,
starting
on what?
over at CMC.
Wait, on
the
San
49ers.
Fran? Just on the team?
Yeah.
Because Micah Parsons would start.
Oh, I'm talking about the offense.
You said position player.
Skill position players. My bad. Let me be more specific. Micah Parsons isn't making Dak Prescott better.
Yeah,
CeeDee Lamb,
isn't he, though?
Sure, having good defense.
I'm just
helps.
asking a
I mean, you're reaching for straws here. So when we're talking about fucking Nick Bosa,
I'm just saying.
like, come on.
If you traded Purdy for Pickett, what
He
would
makes
San
the
Fran
Steelers
look
better.
like in Purdy? So you think Purdy?
I think Purdy's better than Pickett.
So he would make the Steelers better, and Pickett wouldn't do this with San Fran.
He wouldn't do this, but he would win.
They would just be 10-3.
Maybe not, but they would be a playoff team.
What
I'm not
about,
hating Purdy at all. He's better than Pickett.
The dude's
He's better.
vision's nice. He makes
He
the
makes
right
great
reads,
decisions. I
right-
100% agree.
I don't know. He just takes the team to where it needs to
He
go.
does exactly what he's given a sports car and he's not crashing it. Tyreek Hill is the sports car.
Yeah, but
Tyreek, like,
Tyreek
but
is
like
that dude.
that, like that's.
But
like
you're saying, like, okay, they got Debo, Ayuk,
CMC, George Kittle,
and
the
Kittle.
best tackle in the league. Like, I will say, okay, there's some like Zach Martin and stuff on the Cowboys would play, but I'm talking like the people that Dak is throwing the ball to.
Yeah,
Or
Brandon
handing the
Cooks
ball.
always
Brandon Cooks
been
is
good.
1,000-yard seasons every
always
year.
been good, dude.
It's a
Dude,
fact.
he sucked last year. He's
One
been
year
super
on a Texans
what's Brandon
team
Cooks'
with
stats
fucking
this year?
Kyle Allen. I don't care
now
about that.
we're bringing in Brandon Cooks into the argument. Like, this is how many straws we're
Yeah, Brandon Cooks
Go
is
ahead,
a
though.
legit argument to be had. He's good.
Please
He has
don't bring
534 yards.
That's good. How many
Come
touchdowns?
on,
But
guys.
he's a good
Come
player.
on.
He has good moments on the team.
Yeah, good moments.
How
He's
many
not Brandon
touchdowns he got?
Ayuk. He's not Debo
We act like
Samuel.
Debo hasn't had games where he doesn't show up either. What's his stats?
Debo's
been on fire though.
Debo also missed 3 games, so
Oh yeah, so you can't really tell.
I guarantee
still
he's
beating
probably
him.
still beating.
Well, these last 2 weeks, dude's been fucking insane.
Dude
Dude missed 3 weeks, has 200 more yards. He has less touchdowns though, so there you go. See?
I don't think you could say it's ridiculous for him to be in the conversation.
I see the award differently than most then because I don't like I said
let San Fran have a better record.
they're gonna go off of record. They're gonna do it.
That's what I'm trying
So
to
they
That's
might
what.
give
Can
it
I
to
ask a question? I understand how they can say, like, let's pick Tua. They have Tua like as a candidate. He's not in the top
He
5.
shouldn't be, but yeah.
But he's the 10th rated quarterback in the NFL. So how could you be the 10th rated quarterback in the NFL and then be in the conversation for MVP? Yeah. Like, you have to be a higher quarterback rating to be in discussion for MVP. Because if your quarterback rating isn't that good,
but the
then,
rating is
then how
very-
are you the MVP? Because you're not
They
even the
always go
best
off
guy on
record.
your team.
Yeah, they always go off record. It's like when Miguel Tejada won MVP over Alex Rodriguez.
But like then to me, like Hurts could be okay. Well, I guess Hurts is a bad example. Like if your defense is really good,
but QBR is
that's why it's
who leads
confusing to
QBR?
me. Like I
Purdy
just
by
don't
0.1.
get it. Like it's almost like
Prescott and Purdy.
MVP doesn't mean anything to me the way they define it.
But the thing is we've never the reason I'm mad at that stat is because we've never.
Purdy leads.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
If Dak let it,
No, you guys gotta let me make
Go
my
ahead,
argument.
go ahead.
We've never. When's the last time we were talking about MVP? Last year we were talking about who was MVP. Did we say who has the better quarterback rating? Who has the better passer rating? We've never.
I mean,
used
those
that
things
stat.
matter,
But
though.
because Purdy, it's higher for Purdy, we're using that stat because that's the only stat that he's way
Who won
better
it
than
last
people
year?
in. MVP last year was
Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Tell me who led the QBR last year,
And then Rodgers won it the other 2
and
years.
tell me that year too, because I bet they both had better QBRs than everyone
He
else.
also had 40 touchdowns, 48 touchdowns to 4 interceptions.
I'm saying.
Rodgers like that.
I don't think the guy with the highest QB rating should automatically be the MVP. But I also think if you have a low MVP rating, a QB rating, like how are you in discussion? Because then the team's obviously bailing you out because you're not the best quarterback.
Why wasn't Purdy MVP? But he led the league in QBR.
He didn't play
or passer.
Who was second?
Tua. This is the top 5. All right, just there's one MVP candidate in here if we're talking about last year. Brock Purdy, Tua, Mahomes, Jimmy G, Jalen Hurts, Geno Smith.
That's 2 MVP candidates. This is 2.
Although I'm past top 5 now.
Well, no, Hurts was 5, I thought.
Oh, you're right. Geno Smith. Wait, he was tied with Jimmy G for 3rd.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's ridiculous to say that he
I'm just saying, Jared Goff had a better one than Josh Allen.
Look at them now.
Andy Dalton had a better one than Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, them boys weren't good enough.
Sam Darnold had a better one than Kirk Cousins,
none
Aaron Rodgers, Dak Prescott, Lamar Jackson, Tom Brady.
In consideration, though.
I'm saying the point of the stat is ridiculous. Geno Smith had a better rating than Josh Allen last year. Like that, I don't care about that stat. If it's a stat that says Geno Smith,
you got to correlate.
Correlate what? They both played the entire season.
No, that's not what I'm saying. You got to correlate it with how many yards they passed, their yards after catch.
Tua leads the league in passing yards. That's what I'm saying. He doesn't dominate stats. He has 2 stats that he's.
Does Dak dominate stats?
No one does, is what I'm saying.
So I'm saying why
so
except for Hill.
Yeah.
I'm talking about quarterbacks.
But that's why I'm saying why is it ridiculous for him to be in consideration if it's all up in the air?
Because there's so many players in the same realm as him outside of the passer rating. Passer rating is the one stat that he dominates. There's so many players in the same realm as him as far as yardage goes, touchdown to interception ratios.
Tell me the yards.
Can I please?
I just want to know though. I'm trying to explain to you how my correlation would go.
But let me say why I don't think he is, and then you go because we're going back and forth. There's so many people in the same realm of his stats, or better in certain instances, who have way less of a supporting cast, and
like who though? Who has a
Dak
less?
Prescott.
He has a less.
100%. Every single person in the league has less supporting cast than Purdy. That's not even up for debate. And
be.
maybe Jalen Hurts, but other than that, it's
Tua.
not. Well, because he is Hill.
But
I'm not. But Tua was nowhere near my MVP thing.
But I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
You take Tyreek, and this is like the same thing. Jalen Waddle's been ass this year. Mostert's
really. Waddle hasn't been ass.
He's been very average.
But Mostert's like
you don't even know Waddle exists half the time.
Or number 2 running back.
No, who's number 1? CMC.
And you know who the number 1 receiver is? Tyreek Hill. It's the same conversation.
But I'm not. But the thing is I'm not arguing Tua should be MVP.
But what I'm saying.
I'm arguing that Tua's not. He's the 10th rated quarterback in the league, and Tyreek Hill is still about to break records.
You said nobody has weapons like him. I'm disproving that.
He has the best supporting cast in the NFL. It's not even close. He does. Can we not? This argument has been settled long ago. There's no point in arguing it.
I just think that he deserves to be in the conversation.
He could be mentioned. He could have an honorable mention in my point.
But he doesn't dominate in stats. Nobody does, and he has the highest QBR.
But he has the best. There's other people who are doing close to what he does in stats and close to what he does in winning
with
games.
With the worst QBR.
With worse weapons. That's my point. I think valuable counts. If you had LeBron, Jordan, Curry, and Kobe on the same team, none of them should be MVP because you could lose one of them and still fucking be the best team in the league.
What if they're not LeBron, Jordan, Curry, and then without them?
But they have been. All these dudes have been who they've been their entire careers. Purdy did not come in there and elevate them. Well, Tyreek Hill came in there and elevated Tua.
Debo 2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago? When did he dominate?
He was then
A lot of it was rushing, though. A lot of it was rushing.
Yeah, he had over 1,000 yards receiving, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
or like 900.
But a lot of his thing came from rushing. He was making his own plays. The quarterback, Jimmy G, wasn't making.
Now.
No, he's not. It's
not
close.
Not all that. It's not as close to what it was that year. I agree, but he still is.
But he's got
a quarterback.
He's got a quarterback that can make a read and throw him the ball.
Yeah, Brock Purdy can make a read and throw him the ball. He's not.
How many quarterbacks can do that? Let's talk about
probably
it.
10
or less with worse stats.
Not much worse though. Josh Allen has better stats in every category, but because he's 7-6, because his coach is a fucking idiot, we're not even considering him. Josh Allen is better in everything except for touchdown to interception ratio, which we just said is acceptable and like 30 minutes ago. More total yards, more total touchdowns, a higher percentage of his team's offense. We agree that fucking Davis is trash. Diggs has been dropping balls. Kincaid's been up and down. His offensive line's been good this year, but nothing close to what the 49ers is. They won't even give James Cook the ball.
But
because he's 7-6, I hope he does too. I don't think he can.
I don't think so either. But I pray that he can.
I think he will.
Nah,
he was the favorite bet last week.
Not no more.
Yeah,
Dak
he immediately got passed. He ain't gonna win that shit.
Dak beating the Eagles is not just beating the Eagles. What he did to the Eagles.
Well, Purdy just did that to them.
That's true.
When do they pick MVP? Is it before
After
Super
the
Bowl?
season. Yeah, before the Super Bowl.
It's before the
It's
Super
the week
Bowl.
before, right? Don't
So
they do,
if like Purdy gets the NFC Championship,
That
how
don't
was
go
he?
into consideration.
it doesn't. Yeah, playoffs don't go into consideration.
Oh, so it's the end of the season.
Yeah.
So
Now if something
like
happens,
Lamar won the MVP, lost first round, he
Yeah.
lost first round that year.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember this lady.
So if
Embiid,
you're the
when Embiid won it.
Packers fan, Favre had 3 MVPs, right?
Yeah, Rodgers has 4.
Rodgers had 4.
Favre
Rodgers.
had
Well, the reason I'm asking this is because Favre was Kelly's a lot. I'm not Kelly. Allen's a lot like Favre. Like he has that terrible touchdown to interception rate. But did Favre? I think one of those years Favre had a shitload of interceptions. One of the years he was MVP, but it was just.
Yeah, but they go on. You know what they always end up doing is going off record. Like if the Bills were the number 1 or 2 or 3 seed, Allen would probably legit
just
have it
dumb,
locked up already.
Oh, I see.
Because he has all the stats and he really could be the MVP. But it just always. That's why Purdy
Let me ask
really
you a question.
is the front runner because they're the best team.
If week 18 we get into the 2 seed, can Allen become?
And
the
If
MVP?
we make the playoffs,
Purdy
Allen
hasn't
should
hurt
win-
them
should
in
win.
any
I don't-
games too, and I think that probably has
Except
to,
for the Jets game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like statistically, that's going to factor into it, right? I mean, not like in the conversation, but when you look at somebody's stats, I think if they have like that bad, like even like if a guy gets hurt and he misses a couple games, he's just gonna.
Yeah, that's why Hurts didn't get it last year,
Right.
Because he missed a couple games.
And just like when
And that might
certain
and if
guys
Hill,
get
and
hurt
if Hill,
and certain guys
Hill's
can't win a
hurt
football
now,
game too.
they'll use that as an excuse to not even consider giving it to him.
Yeah.
Well, he was hurt anyway. Like if he misses a game or 2, they'll
Yeah.
just. And he didn't really show up in the games they lost. If he would have had great games in the games that Miami lost, then you'd be like, look at him, he's still great. It's the defense let him down, but he wasn't great in the games that they lost.
right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Give me Tyreek for MVP, but
Tyreek
Brock deserves a fucking consideration. You heard?
It should be like, fucking Tyreek, Dak, Josh Allen, honorable mentions, Brock Purdy.
There's a lot of football left to be played, though. It'll change.
There is. Brock's stats aren't gonna get worse though, because it's just he has.
Well, I'm saying somebody like Allen could maybe make a run at it.
If he makes the playoffs, he deserves the
It's
MVP.
not the playoffs.
I'm not just saying that.
Win the division or
I don't.
They
that's
win
so
out
dumb.
and make the playoffs, then he's going to have
has
a
to-
hell of an argument because if they win out, it's going to be because of him. It's not going to be because the prevent defense that
It's not
they
gonna be
run is
because of
going to
Gabe
keep them in
Davis
it.
for sure.
I even think before this the Bills game because Mahomes looked bad, but like even before that, his stats were up there, and his team's he leads the league in drops, and they're still winning a division. Like, I don't know. Harry has a good point. They don't look at it as most valuable anymore. It's just like, hey, who has the best record? Is the stats good?
Are you the
Give him
quarterback on the
MVP.
the best team, and your stats are good enough, or you're the MVP?
But like to me, it's like Mahomes and Allen have been like
Do they
fucking
bring it down?
dragging their teams this year.
I agree.
So, like, we're going to be like, oh, Josh Allen, sorry, you can't win the MVP because your coach had 12 men on the field and you've given your team 4 fourth-quarter leads and your defense is couldn't hold it.
Why the
You're
fuck was
fucking
there
7 and
12 guys
6.
on defense anyway.
Try to get the block.
That shit was
he's
that annoying to see.
They missed the field goal and shit.
Listen, can we move on?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
about
All right.
to start getting bothered.
All right, I'm just going to quickly run down the week 14 before we go. I had it up before. There we go. New England beats Pittsburgh. Great for us. Tampa Bay now, are they division leader now?
Yeah, they got the tiebreaker. It's a 3-way tie, but they're the ones that are in right now.
Yeah,
they got to come to Lambeau this week, and we're pissed.
Crazy thing is Ritter actually has a decent game for once, and fucking
Yeah.
they lose. Rams lose to Baltimore. Chicago beats Detroit. Detroit's looking
Chicago looks
real
good,
bad.
man. Chicago looks good.
He said Fields is not it. Dart.
Immediately 4th and 13. That shit was funny as fuck.
I agree with you though. It's like he'll do that like 4 times a game,
Yeah.
and he'll like, get your hopes up, and then but he's not like consistently good.
There's no J Love.
No. Since he beat the shit out of Indy.
Yeah, Browning just throws screens and that shit just works. Talking about Purdy throwing screens, Browning throws a screen.
Browning's
they're
MVP,
gone.
man.
Yeah.
Cleveland beat Jacksonville. Jacksonville
Yeah, it
looked
was
like shit for the
disappointment,
majority of the game. New Orleans beats Carolina.
The game was horrible. Derek Carr sucks.
Yeah, he's really fucking
fucking
bad.
can't
I
stand
can't
that
believe
dude.
I ever stuck up for him.
Holy fuck.
Jameis Winston.
They just won't put him in. Carr's got 3
That's
injuries
all Herbert
playing
is.
through. They won't put Winston in.
Herbert's a Winston 2.0.
Fuck it.
No.
Yeah.
Don't disrespect Winston that way. Jets smacked the shit out of Houston.
Zach Wilson's here.
Houston was.
He's all right.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud's hurt. That's sad.
Is he hurt?
Yeah,
He
he
got
entered the concussion protocol.
Guess who has him in a 14-man league where Jonathan Taylor just got hurt?
You do?
Yeah.
You'll be good.
I'll be all right.
He's
I've got
capped
Purdy,
anyways.
too. I've been playing Purdy all year. The worst game of the year, Minnesota, Vegas.
Dude.
3-0. Minnesota's defense is
Jefferson
all good and
comes
shit
back,
now.
runs
It's
the
on-
cleanest route. Dobbs throws a horrible ball. He catches the shit from behind him and just gets smacked out for the game. But he might come back this week.
What's
But,
the?
man,
Hope
They
he
gotta
rests up
be.
this week,
They
comes
jumped
back
you
the
guys in the
week after.
playoffs, right?
they already had us beat for the tiebreaker, so now they're a game
The game ahead.
We play them, though.
San Fran beat Seattle.
They pretty look good. Career high in yards.
How many was it?
I don't know, like almost 400 or something.
Wow.
Some crazy
That's
shit.
fucking
That's what
nuts.
I'll tell you right now.
Just throwing buckets to everybody.
Can't stop. Them
Can't
shits are all
stop
through the
once
air,
that.
too.
McCaffrey
No
didn't
yards
even get a
after
touchdown.
catch. Huh?
McCaffrey didn't even score.
Drew Lock actually played well. Oh, no,
Yeah,
2 interceptions.
He did what he could.
Kenneth Walker's
He was
butthole.
kind of crushing, though.
368 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Christian McCaffrey, 16 carries, 145
He had like
yards.
90 on one carry, though,
Doesn't
to be
matter.
fair.
He had
First play of the
70
game, dude darted.
75,
Yeah.
They're just so good, dude.
Yeah, they're all right.
Come on.
They got Purdy, so I give them a break.
You see what happened when Purdy went down.
You saw having Debo went down. Buffalo beats Kansas City. Denver beats.
How'd you say? Oh, he's Kansas City, yeah.
Fuck off. Denver beats the Chargers, which was bad for
Fucking
us.
Chargers suck, man. Holy fuck.
Well, I mean, Herbert went down.
No, dude.
Now, they were getting their ass whooped even
I
when he was
know.
in. Easton Stick came in. He was doing some shit.
Ever since we argued about Herbert.
Dude, he's been terrible.
If my name was Easton Stick, I'd have. You ever hear that song "Stick" by J. Cole and J.I.D.?
No.
They just scream "Stick" over
His
and
name
over
is
again.
J.I.D. or Jid?
Whatever it is. He put fucking dots, so I'm spelling it out. Dallas beat the shit out of Philly. Tennessee comes back and beats Miami, huge for us. And then Giants beat the Packers.
It's so typical.
I could
dude.
never
It's
It's
thought
just
that.
what we do, man.
Can I ask you a
We
question?
beat the fucking Lions and the Chiefs, and then we play the Giants, and I told my cousin, I said, I just don't have a good feeling tonight.
No, I have a question because I was watching just on the thing, I was painting, so I was like looking on the score.
You paint?
Yeah,
I pictured him like doing like a little like picture.
yeah, I paint really well.
You paint?
Yeah.
Like on an easel and
Yeah,
shit?
hell yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. This dude Joe really just like,
Big Brock
I got
Purdy and shit.
fuck this show. You should be doing like Bob Ross fucking TikToks.
But
What was the question though?
listen,
He just had to throw that in there.
you guys went for it on 4th and 10, right? Or 4th down. You guys went for it in the not in the red zone. You guys went for it, turned the ball over.
On the play where Jordan Love got stripped.
Is that what happened? I don't know what happened. I just seen you guys went for it. Then the Giants had the ball.
Yeah.
It was 21-13 at the time.
No, we missed the field goal.
Oh, and you missed the field goal?
Yeah.
Okay, then never mind.
Oh, okay.
I told you I wasn't watching. I
Yeah.
just was looking on there and I didn't
So
know what happened.
what happened was, let me get this on.
I
my
thought you
chest.
guys didn't go for or you guys went for it and not kicked the field goal and then went down there again and kicked the field goal.
Now, let me tell you what happened, man. This
tell
is
me
just
what
the
happened.
life of a Packer fan.
Okay.
We get down there, right? We're moving the ball. Jordan Love's he's having a bad game. He like never played in the win.
Yeah, I know.
before.
I almost.
So fourth quarter comes, he's back.
He's like, what is this?
yeah,
Sorcery.
He's holding his own. He's making plays. We get down there. We do a reverse to Jaden Reed. Lose mad yards. Jordan Love ends up getting sacked. We're 1st and 10 at the 16. We end up kicking a 45-yard field goal. Carlson misses. He sucks. We never have luck with kickers. We get the ball back into the red zone. We do a reverse to Jaden Reed and lose mad yards, kill the drive, kick a field goal. Okay?
Make it though.
We make this one. But 2 straight drives. All right?
21-16.
Yes. We get the ball back.
You guys.
Saquon fumbles
right?
on some wild shit.
Okay.
Boom, big break for us. Our defense sucks, but it makes a lucky play. Jordan Love throws a touchdown now, okay? Take the lead. Jordan Love is here. 2-point conversion to go up by 3. We do a reverse to Jaden Reed. Again. Now we're only up by 1, but it's okay because you know what? Jordan Love just took the lead. What do you do for your young quarterback? You make a stop against Tommy DeVito. What do? We play prevent defense. Up by 1.
Like we did with the Chiefs.
Yes.
Yep.
At least in your guys' defense, there was only 13 seconds left. So fuck it at that point.
Yeah.
We had over a minute left. You can't play defense like that.
No.
Gave up 10 and 15-yard plays, and then Wan'Dale Robinson gets like a 30-yard pass. And fat-ass Randy Bullock comes out there, number 46, which is a stupid number, and he kicks the field goal and we lose. It's the same shit, whether it's Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, or Jordan Love. Those guys get us the lead, and our defense loses. It's the same story, and that's the life of a Packer fan. Okay,
That's the life of a Bill fan. Wow.
it's just so stupid. And Joe Barry just needs to get fired. I don't even care that the Packers have had a top 10 defense this year. That's because football sucks. We had a good defense off default of teams sucking, like bad play calling and shit. And Tommy DeVito proved it. Yeah. The most sacked quarterback in the last month. We didn't sack him. We didn't force any interceptions. We didn't do anything. We couldn't stop him from getting a field goal. That shows that our top 10 defense. I get it. Quay Walker's out. Jair's out. Maybe if those guys were healthy, things would be different. But like I told Dom in a group chat, injuries happen. It is what it is. You can't make excuses. You got to have guys step up.
Come on.
And our defensive coordinator puts us in spots so we can't step up because we're playing 10 yards. There was a picture I saw on Twitter today with a minute left, only up by 1. You don't see a cornerback in the screen. That's how far back we're playing. So first 10-yard pass immediately out of bounds. It's all just easy.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
Just taking what was there.
Like I said, Jordan Love didn't play well. He fumbled. He threw his first interception. He hadn't thrown an interception in a tied game or a game Green Bay was winning. Threw his first horrible interception, didn't see the safety or something. But he got hot in the fourth and gave us the lead. And then Matt LaFleur calls this stupid-ass fucking reverse 3 times.
That shit pissed you off.
Dude, it literally cost us a missed field goal. Then we had to settle for a field goal, then missed the 2-point conversion. Stop running that play. I get it. Jaden Reed's our best player. Put the ball in his hands. Do something else, though. I don't know what to tell you.
Don't run the reverse.
Yeah, it's just not going to work. It's just frustrating. We beat Kansas City and lose to the Giants. That's what we do. And I'm still confident. Somehow we hold, there's 7 teams that are 6-7, and we hold the tiebreaker. But I think because we lose to all AFC teams usually. We have 4 AFC losses. Wow. But we literally only should have 2 losses. We shouldn't have lost to Pittsburgh. We shouldn't have lost to Vegas. Shouldn't have lost to Denver. Shouldn't have lost to Atlanta. Shouldn't have lost to the Giants. I'm sorry. We shouldn't.
No one should have lost to Denver. It's great. They just keep beating teams they shouldn't be
The
beating.
only teams that really beat our ass were Detroit and Minnesota. That's it. But somehow we're 6-7. And I get it. We're a young team growing pains.
You guys have a chance for the playoffs, right?
We're in the playoffs still right now. We're the 7th seed.
Holy fuck.
And
Just like there's a bunch of 7 and 6 teams in the AFC, there's a bunch of 6 and 7 teams in the NFC.
We have a winnable schedule. We got Tampa and Green Bay this week. We go to Carolina. We go to Minnesota, and then we got Chicago and Lambeau. We should win 3 of those games at least, if not all of them. But you lose to the Giants, there's no games are safe.
Yeah.
Got Tommy DeVito. Woo! Fucking Tommy Cutlets and all this other shit. Fucking,
I hate
oh
him.
my God.
Tommy
I hate when
Donuts.
bad players just get mad hype because of his last name, he's Italian and he lives at Jersey.
Yeah. His mom makes him chicken cutlets and makes his bed.
Yeah,
Shut the fuck up.
like-
his dad was all happy they're about to kick
In
the field
any
goal
other
out, and
world,
he's
you
so
call that
mad.
man a loser, but because he's a fucking fourth string
good
quarterback.
for him. I'm just obviously salty, but fuck, we made that guy look like he was just Josh Allen
He was
or
the
something.
next- he was
Ran
the
for
next
80
thing.
yards. Yeah. It's
Take
just,
Daniel Jones's job.
it's 4th and 1, and instead of just giving the ball to Dylan, the one thing Dylan's good at is he's going to fall forward for 3 yards every time. What do? We run this little option play, and Jordan Love makes a bad read, and Thibodeau or whatever his name is fucking grabs him and rips him. Bends Jordan Love. He could have got hurt. It's a stupid play. Yeah. Stop doing that. Give the ball to A.J. Dillon. It's 4th and 1. He's going to get a yard. That's it.
I wish December Dillon was here.
Fuck. First ever loss in December for Matt LaFleur. Another thing that was probably fixed on Monday Night Football. They wouldn't stop talking about it. How he never lost in December, 16-0. Fucking lose to DeVito. All right. What else happened?
DeVito's the guy that had to do it, man.
It's just
That
the
was
life
it.
of a
That was
Packer
the last
fan,
game,
man.
man.
4th and 26 in the playoffs against the Eagles. Fucking Freddie Mitchell just gets a 27-yard catch. We lose.
Oh my
NFC
God.
divisional game. It's over. Season's over. 20-7 against the Seahawks. Can't get an onside kick. Fuck. Kaepernick runs for 200-something yards every time we play him in the playoffs. Garoppolo passes the ball 8 times, and Mostert runs for 250 yards and 4 touchdowns to beat us in the NFC Championship. That's my life. All right? That's it. Fuck.
I said that a Mahomes moment.
Jordan Love I hope he just gets a better shake of things than
You want
Rodgers
LaFleur
got.
gone?
Now, I do like LaFleur. I just think we got to get rid of our defensive coordinator. Our special team sucks. Nixon fumbles the punt, falls on it. Good,
Oh, I
right?
saw
He
that.
gets back up and fumbles again.
Why would you get up?
Man,
Just fall on it.
he's been
I saw
playing
that
so
shit.
well, too. I hated to see him make that mistake. But, yeah, what else is up?
All right. Last week of fantasy football was another good one. Joe, his team had one mission coming into the week.
He's
we
like,
made that shit happen, boy.
We need 260-plus boys, and they fucking rallied around him. And
even without Tyreek and Love showing up on Monday, that was crazy.
put him in the playoffs.
Who did he knock out, Tank?
Yeah.
The funniest shit about
I
last
wanted
night
Tank
was
on here, man.
Donnie getting confused about Jake. I forgot that's Tank's real name.
Me too.
Yeah.
So I was with Jake, and he's like, "Why is he saying Quaker and Jake?" He thought he didn't know they were the same person.
Yeah.
That was funny, but
He said, "No, Quaker has it."
yeah, he's like Quaker and Jake don't have it. Quaker.
I was
You
like,
know what's
"All
funny?
right, dude."
Tank was supposed to produce today. He gets knocked out of the playoffs and tells Moreno he can't go on vacation and shit. He's like,
Wow.
no, you got to produce for him. I can't go on there. Can't show my face.
Damn. So how many?
It's crazy because Quake was the second best team all year last year, and then this year was like the third or fourth. I'd say Demond was me and
You mean
Demond were
Tank?
second and third. Did I say Quake?
I thought you said Quake. You
I'm
might
pretty-
have said
all right.
Tank.
And Tank was like once again like top 4 all year and knocked
Yeah,
out.
that's tough. So the new rule only hurt Tank and benefited Quake.
Yeah.
And
that
benefited
was-
me too.
No, you were in no matter what.
Oh, that's a fact.
Yeah, you have a 6 by your name.
5.
Or 5.
Yeah.
And Tank would have been 6 in the real way, and then Jake would have been out.
So yeah, run through. Harry beat me.
I swept
Who
you.
had high points this week?
Herbert was hurt, man.
No,
Herbert.
I thought Demond said, leave those to Demond, you said.
Well,
Well,
Nah, that did suck, though.
yeah,
At least Goff didn't even show up. He didn't even get hurt. He just didn't play.
he sucks. And Sam Howell, I trust. The high score team, Joey Savs
Yeah, it was
beats
huge.
Brian.
And then Joe came
I'm
through.
not gonna. I'm gonna announce it's gonna be. We have to make a rule, so I'm not gonna announce who won.
Wait, can you tell me
The
something real
Tank,
quick? How many Trap Nerd teams are in the playoffs?
5,
How many spots are there?
6.
Only X didn't make it. Crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah, we got to come up with a rule. Did we come up with one?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm gonna release like the actual wins and stuff next week, and we'll come up with a rule
All right.
going into the after the first playoff game.
The playoffs is lit.
Yeah, this year in so many leagues is how it was, man. There's so many leagues where I'm like, I could be in Al's 9 I went from the 2 seed to the 6 seed.
Yeah, it really is. Like every league that I have a buy in, I look at like Joe's team. You're the 6 seed. Like I don't want to play him. Like every league I'm in, even
I
in
gotta
our
play the
10-man
high
league,
points.
Yeah, I
dude.
don't
It's
want to play.
unreal.
Even every league that I'm even the 1 seed, I don't feel like I'm the dominant team. I feel like I could just lose, which I'm happy to have the buy.
Yeah, buys are huge.
I
just
know.
chill.
Now I gotta.
I slipped into a buy in Donnie's league.
I'm hoping Demond gets Quake just knocks Demond
Yeah, let's hear
out
these
and-
first round matchups. Let's look
All right,
at
well,
these.
I'll go through the winners and then we'll go through playoffs. So I needed a win to secure the number 2 spot, but Donnie came through and helped me
I told
out.
him what I would do for him, man. Told him I'll sacrifice Duke, but he didn't want to take it. Talk about Swift ain't do nothing, man. Take Swift out the lineup then.
Dylan
I had
beats,
Swift in too, and I missed the playoffs because of it.
Dylan beats Seth. McCoy, Donnie beats
He's hot.
Demond.
5 in a row, he said.
Maybe might be 6 in a row.
Shit.
Steals
gotta
the
play me,
playoffs.
though.
What is he? The 6 seed?
The 3.
3. You guys are 3-4.
3-6.
I'm 6.
Oh yeah, because with buys, yeah, 3-6 and 4-5. Quake beats X, no surprise there, and then Poop beats Tank.
Poop
To
had
knock,
4 buys.
Poop just knocked my son right out of the playoffs.
Him and Jay grew up together. He had to put him in.
Who had high
Alright.
points this week?
Which sets up
Joey.
you had high points, man.
I just wanted to hear. I wanted to hear Duke say it.
Which sets up the playoffs. Which if you don't remember, top 4 records, then top 2 points after that. So then it goes Harry with the 1 seed, me with the 2
Second
seed.
straight year steamrolling the league. Number 1 seed, $100 for high points.
At least this year we'll play the championship instead
Yeah,
of me
hopefully,
knocking
yeah.
you
I
out
don't
the
think
second
I
round.
got 3rd place last year.
You got number 1.
No, I
was
got number
the 6
1.
seed.
I'm saying I don't think I did anything in the playoffs. I think I lost to you and lost to like Tank. If I remember correctly.
Oh, so you were just 4th.
I think I just got $100 total back from high points. I didn't like win a playoff game.
That's crazy.
You had
was
high
awesome.
points last year too.
Oh yeah. I'm like Peyton Manning.
You ain't
on
played
this.
Last year his team.
You ain't played.
Hell no.
His team is very good this year, but it's beatable. Last year, his team was crazy. The fact that I beat him last year was
Yeah, it was just stupid.
unreal.
I should have Hollywood still.
He's been ass. He's the reason. He's
He
the
has
reason.
been ass, too.
He's the reason I don't like. I was above Demond by 50 points, and now I'm below Demond 100 points because I keep playing him, and he sucks.
So you took the 2 seed though. I was proud
I
of
took
you.
the 2 seed, so I will
Demond
play.
ain't respect that shit at all. You guys had me cracking up.
Demond, sore loser. You know what I mean? You don't deserve that shit at all. It's like you act like I'm 6th in points, bro. I was 3rd in points. Whatever. I was above you, Demond in points half the year. He was above me in half the year. We were going back and forth.
Tell his team to show up when it matters.
Yeah,
that's all.
show up when it
My
matters.
team showed up when it mattered.
Don't
You heard?
matter. Yeah, we out here. You're in the playoffs. So if you should be the 2 seed, you should beat Quake. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Damn,
So-
he's sick about playing J-Con.
It's crazy how the friends are divided. It's me, Jake, and Demond on one bracket, and you, Donnie, and Duke on a bracket.
damn, we ain't friends.
Well, you know what I'm saying. Like, grew up together type shit.
I didn't grow up with Donnie, but
I mean,
But he's your guy's boy, though.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know him without you guys, I guess is what I'm saying.
it's like I grew up with him. So Harry and me will get the bye. Damon will play Quake for to see who plays Harry, and then me and Joe will play, or Joe and Donnie will play to see who plays me.
Yeah, those will be some good matchups. Who you got winning?
I think Joe takes down Donnie. I think Joe's team's actually been hot. Donnie's been getting some. He's been hot. He's scored a lot here and there, but he's also been beating guys with some low. Like he beat Damon.
The Giants.
because they won from the bottom seed. Or
Oh,
whatever.
okay.
he beat Damon by like with a 207 score. Like it wasn't.
Joe's team's crazy, though, because all his players can crush or do bad,
Oh, it's good,
except
yeah.
Tyreek. But, like, Drake London and Z got you 57 combined points. They could get you 7 this week.
True.
But I do like them.
My defense be eaten though.
Yeah.
I have my
Cooper Kupp-
defensive line. I might have the best defensive
My
line in the
defensive
league.
line 8 all year. Past 4 weeks, like I have zeros. Like Chris Jones got 0 points 2 weeks in a row. Fucking, they're gonna.
Campbell got to get out my lineup too.
He don't be doing shit.
He fucking blows.
Yeah, you got a nice team, though.
Yeah, my team's alright.
And then with the 1 seed in the toilet bowl, getting a bye. X.
What do you get for the toilet bowl?
We never made anything up. Maybe that's the rule we should make up this year.
The last person.
X won't do it though,
Yeah,
so
X
it's
is out.
pointless. X is out next year. We gotta find who we want to put in.
starts for next year anyway, right?
Huh?
Oh, wow, he don't got a quarterback, bro. If Stroud don't clear concussion protocol.
Who don't?
X don't.
Donnie.
I should go scoop some.
Scoop every quarterback on the.
Yeah, I like
wire.
your chances, I guess. I would have to say. What about Damon and...
guess? Fuck you mean you guess?
That's all you
What the fuck? You just don't want me. You want to see me later. That's all.
I'll see you in the championship.
No,
man.
yeah, all right.
Who you got, Damon or Jake?
I mean, I'm taking my man Quake. You know, like when you make excuses for why you don't win, your team just doesn't win. I mean,
Jake's got
Karma-
excuses. He told me he lost Tank Dell and Kirk. I told him just to make some shit happen.
Karma's gonna catch
What'd
up
he
with
say?
Damon.
He don't got Tank Dell or Kirk. Christian Kirk. He was like, I don't know if I can win. I
Kirk
don't got
been
them.
eating like that?
He's decent. But it's not a reason to lose.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like he's been eating like that to lose. Tank Dell maybe.
Damon's
I think
team's
it's gonna
fire.
me and you in the championship, man.
Me and who?
Me and
You.
Damon's team's
You're not
fire.
getting past
I
me.
don't want to. I kind of want Jake to have to beat him.
I'm pretty happy that you guys gotta play each other.
Yeah.
If I can get through these guys, you're knocking out like it's the 1 and the 3 are getting knocked out.
Unless Jake comes up with the upset.
Then do I play Jake? Does it reset?
No, I would still play him, but I think
Is there?
Damon, to me, was always the second and third best team with us all year.
Yeah, but I mean,
So if I could avoid Damon, would be good. But then that means Jake
Pittman just can't stop. That's what's.
Because Jefferson's back. They're saying he's probably going to play.
Josh Dobbs, man. George Pickens.
No, they're bringing Mullins in.
They're bringing Mullins in.
I scooped him too at one point, not in Aaron's league, because I thought that was gonna happen.
Damn, he's got
And he
Bland.
just didn't.
Aaron's league.
Did you know I had Bland? Let me tell you something. I had Bland. I had
Khalil Mack,
Klomiak.
Demon's
I
got
had
them
there's another one I had.
So
I had
you like
three of these
single-handedly
dudes.
put Damon in the playoffs.
Oh, I
not
definitely
even
helped.
good. He
I
just picks up
definitely helped
players
these
you drop.
motherfuckers
You
get
know
in
what's
here.
funny? So Damon told me, yo, when you see a dude like that,
You hold
man,
on to him.
you got to go scoop him. So somebody dropped $5 million. That's why I went and scooped. That motherfucker don't do shit. I don't start him though. But I figured Damon's right.
I want to know what Khalil Mack's been doing, because when I dropped
He
him,
leads the NFL in sacks.
man, from one game though.
No, he only
He
had
had
6.
six.
I'm saying he's got like 15 and a half though. Not saying he only had 6, but
So listen to this though. Merge league, right? 8-6, high points by like 300 points, 400 over the second seed, 300 over the 1 seed.
oh, wow.
So they get buys. I gotta play tank in them. These motherfuckers made it's an 8-man league. They did a 16 playoff.
Oh,
So now I gotta play tank, who's projected to high points.
he shouldn't even be in.
Shouldn't even be in.
That's awesome.
And I got Josh Jacobs.
Wait, 8
who's
man
hurt.
should have just been 1 versus 4 and 2 versus 3.
Yeah, but hey, it's whatever,
I'm
man.
about to take it down for us though.
I gotta start Jordan Love over Trevor Lawrence.
That's
He
easy.
be eating.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yo, did you see who won the tag tournament in Aaron's league
Who was
that we
it?
started? Billy and Ken.
Come on.
What's
Yeah.
a tag tournament?
So they're in the group chat. Me and Damon like randomly just started talking shit. We're saying, well, by the end of the year, our points combined will be higher than everybody else's points. So Ian and Aaron accepted, and then Jake and Milt got in it, and then Billy and Ken got in it. So there was out of the 12 people, only Joe, Dom, Steve, and Tyler did join. It was $50 a person, and Ken and Billy won. So I had to send $50. Ken didn't even make the playoffs. He just had mad points and was eliminated. But he at least won the tag team titles.
Damn, sucks.
And I'm the 6th seed with less points, and I'm about to run this shit.
That's all you gotta do. You just gotta make it in. All right. Anything else fantasy wise?
So
I
Campbell,
won
I
two
should take
FFPC
Campbell.
championships out of the 6 that I did.
My guy. How much is that?
It was 1,500 a win, so 3K.
Nice.
So it was 2,000 for 6 teams, and I made 3,000. I got a couple shots at $1 million at the big thing. So we'll see what happens.
All right. Let's do the run your pool.
I fucking sucked.
Yeah. I've been clawing away at fucking Harry all year.
You said I'm 9 behind.
You are, dude.
I'm looking right now.
And
You're
then
19
I came
behind.
up.
So he's actually 10 behind.
He's 10 behind you. He's 8
Yeah.
behind me, I believe. So Joe won the week, but is still in last place.
I went 4-11.
Yeah, I came up 5 points on Harry. So the yearly standings: 118 Harry, 116 me, and then 108 for Joe.
You robbed me somehow.
And we're being nice because we said at the beginning of the year, if you forgot, you were just done. We were not gonna accept it. But Harry wanted to be a nice guy and ask me, be
Have
like,
I doing it ever since?
"He's Joe is my dear friend. Can you please just give him this one excuse?"
Man, make your picks, you heard?
All right, so going on week 15, first week of the fantasy playoffs, and
Well, let you make all your picks and just follow
Nah.
every game and beat you by 2 at the end.
You can't do that. Come on.
That should be funny.
you can't do that.
Come on, man.
That's going on TikTok for sure.
You can't do that.
You can't do that. Come on.
Oh, fuck. Give me the Raiders.
Yeah, Raiders all day.
You're following me, though?
Yeah,
Are you taking the Raiders? I mean, if Easton Stick just wins, God bless.
Stick.
I'm sick of this shit.
stick.
Yeah, give me
I'm
the
playing it
Chargers.
for you
You
guys.
go with them?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Chargers.
I gotta play it for you guys. I'm
Let me see.
sorry.
Hang on. I don't want to make a pick yet. Hold on. I gotta go
What do you
get
mean
some
you don't
shit.
want to make a pick?
Hang on a second, man.
Wait, Jacobs might miss, too.
This is Easton Stick when he comes out.
Yeah, give me the Chargers.
You never heard of the song?
No, they saw.
Bro, J. Cole goes
That's my
crazy
guy.
on
I'm
this shit.
surprised I haven't heard it.
I'll play it for you before we eat. We'll sit in the car and listen to it. I just need the chorus. I'm not even picking them to win.
That's definitely what he's coming out to.
Damn, man, I wish I picked them. That'd be
Raiders it
sick.
is.
Nah, but give me the Raiders.
I'm taking the Chargers.
Taking the Chargers?
Yeah.
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 Why do you say it like
This game's Saturday, man.
There's 3 games Saturday?
Yeah, it's lit.
Give me Minnesota.
That's fire. I hate it because I gotta work.
Give me Minnesota.
I'm going to take the Vikings as well.
All right, give me the Browns or Bengals.
Is Jake Browning playing?
I think so.
If Browning's playing, I'm taking the Bengals.
Put the Bengals in.
I am. If it's McCarron, though, I'm switching. I'm just letting you guys know.
I'm taking the
My son
Vikings.
Mullins about to light shit up.
They're going to see how bad Mullins was, the guy who won some games over there in San Fran.
You thought
Just
you're
pick
it
gonna
up.
see
how-
over there, boy.
Wait,
but
how long's
that's-
pick it out for?
Forever.
Forever. He's
Give me the
never coming
Colts.
back. They're drafting Jaden Daniels.
I'm also taking the Colts. I hate Trubisky. I think he
Oh,
sucks.
yeah. I'm
He's
taking
really
the Colts,
bad.
too.
Definitely like the Lions this week to bounce back at home. Primetime Goff under the lights in the dome.
Primetime Goff
I'm
is
actually
that.
mad I'm on bye just because I wanted to put Jared Goff on someone's head.
Primetime Goff is that guy. I really want to pick Denver, but I'm going to go with Detroit.
I gotta
Damn,
look
Uber
this
picking
line
all.
up.
Oh, no, I got the Bengals.
Give me the Broncos.
What's the spread on that?
5. I like that.
For who, Detroit?
I like 5-point road team dogs. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Oh,
they'll
I
probably cover.
smoked in for Tank's podcast I did last Monday. They do against the spread pick 'em. I smoked. I should have put $20 on every
Really?
game. Yeah. Downey's like 100 wins to like 65 losses.
With the spread?
Like if he would have put money on all of
That's
them,
really good.
he'd be killing it. Green Bay versus Tampa Bay. Battle of the Bays.
Go Pack, go.
Yeah, you guys gotta win. I need Jordan Love to poop on a lot
Every
of
time I
people's
take Green
heads.
Bay, they lose, and when I pick against them, they win.
Just pick against them.
Hey, take the.
Can't.
Give me the dinner and you get the playoffs.
I
That's
think
a,
Green
that's
Bay's
a nice
gonna,
mix.
I do think Green Bay's going to win that game. I think their defense is going to come out and get all over Baker, make him moist.
Baker's
played
Baker's
well.
back. He's like that. I'm smelling that playoff. Atlanta, Carolina, Atlanta.
Definitely hot Atlanta.
Atlanta.
You shouldn't call them hot Atlanta, but
Saints are shutting the Giants out.
They have to. Carr's gonna get the revenge for the Packers.
Tommy DeVito, man.
You think so?
Fuck no. New Orleans. Please just put Jameis Winston in, please. I beg of you. Beg of you.
Man, this game's
Derek
tough. This is
Carr's a
tough
pussy.
games. Fuck.
I'm
I don't know
going
if
Houston.
CJ Stroud plays. Give me the Texans. I'm gonna put the Texans in for now.
Actually, I'm taking Tennessee.
I am too.
There you guys go.
Even if Stroud plays.
Derrick
well,
Hen-
if it's
Derrick
Collins
Henry's
going to play?
career games versus the Texans
Oh,
is
yeah.
insane.
What?
Derrick Henry's career game.
And Will
versus
Levis-
Texans. I know it's all different. Like Texans are better now and Henry's older, but
Will Levis went into Super Saiyan mode in the
he was
fourth quarter,
spazzing,
so
yeah, I'm
he's
gonna take him. And it's revenge game for Hopkins.
taking Tennessee.
Hang
If
on.
Collins
I gotta go
plays,
with the
I'll
Browns,
highly
too,
consider. I'm going Tennessee. You got
What
3
day is
seconds,
that?
man. Then we're going on.
Give me
Cleveland,
the
Chicago.
Texans, boy.
I'm gonna go with Cleveland. Chicago's
Yeah.
playing better, and it's gonna be a tough game. But
I just-
Justin Fields' revenge game, though, his first career start was in Cleveland,
That defense,
and they made him look like a
though,
bitch.
They're gonna make him look like a bitch again. That defense is crazy. They just shut everyone down.
Flacco looks good too, so we'll see.
Flacco looks better. Flacco gets off the couch and looks better than Deshaun Watson looked all year.
That was wild.
Miami Jets. I'm taking the Jets.
taking-
Fuck no. Give me the Bears.
Bears.
Oh, for sure, the Bears.
Why?
That's the lock of the week.
Why?
I don't know. The spread's only 3.5. I feel like it should be a lot more.
The Browns are favorite.
Yeah.
I think that should be like the pick 'em. Browns suck.
They're 8-5 though.
Yeah, that shit don't matter when you got a 5th-string quarterback in.
Bro, they keep winning with these dudes.
I guess we'll see.
Give me the Bears.
The Bears were just only +3 versus Detroit and beat them. So like, how much more points can you give them?
That's
If you're
true.
an odds maker, I'm saying.
The
But-
Bears.
Give me the Fins.
Give me the Jets.
For real?
No. I want to take them so bad, but I don't know, man. Zach Wilson might come out there and
Nah, they're dead.
torch them dudes.
If Tyreek plays, they're dead.
I just can't believe that the spread feels low.
What is it?
8.5. I mean, I know it's a lot, but it
That is
feels
kinda
low.
weird.
No, Jets just beat the shit out of a playoff team.
Yeah.
I think
the
it's
Jets.
a lot. Taking the Jets?
I'm taking the Jets.
I hope so. Kansas City over New England.
Kansas City
Can't
is going
lose
to
3 in a
put
row.
20-6.
20-6.
Dude, they can't score. Their fucking offense sucks. The over/under's 37.5.
Is it really?
Yeah, their offense isn't good.
Wow.
Mahomes cannot throw and catch the ball.
True.
It's just he can't.
It's just-
I would like to see them
It's just
go
not
out.
physically possible.
Yeah,
don't
I
think.
would like to see them put up 30 or 40 points, but it's just not looking good. I don't know if Pacheco's going to be back either.
If New England won, I'd fucking cream. Washington Rams. I'm taking the Rams.
Yeah,
Them
the Rams,
dudes,
they're a fun
They
team.
almost made me look smart this week.
I'd like to see Washington, but
I need Sam Howell
Yeah, Rams for
very
sure.
badly. Not this week, but starting the playoffs now that Herbert's down.
MVP frontrunner, Brock Purdy, W. Pick Arizona then.
Nah, it's different.
So this one, I want Buffalo. I believe.
Pick against us
No,
again,
listen. I believe Buffalo will win.
Pick against us
I
again.
want Buffalo to win, but my division ticket, the Eagles are fucking up, so I got to go Dallas and try to reverse jinx this shit.
All right,
But I do believe in my heart, so the fans know. I do believe the Bills are going to win, but I need to have some type of satisfaction if they don't. I need Dallas to lose to Miami or Buffalo and the Eagles to get the division back because the rest of my ticket's looking good. Go Bills, please.
Then why are you picking the Bills?
It's like
Because it's like a reverse mush.
Like if you don't win your money, you win some dinner.
Yeah, it's like, oh, the Bills ain't gonna win. Like I always text Joe, and be like, we have no chance. I like to do that shit, and then Joe will text me like, yo, we got a chance. I don't know. It's fun.
No, like Dallas is actually really fucking good. Like
I don't know. I think you guys might smack them, but
this is
that's just me.
Dallas is like the team when I looked at. I thought we were gonna beat the Eagles. I thought we were gonna beat the Eagles, beat the Chiefs, lose to the Cowboys. But I'm taking the Bills.
No Bills.
Joe Brady, just if the run game's working, use it
In my
spread's weird on
playoff
that game too.
I'm
What is it?
facing
Bills -2.5.
because they know we're one of the best teams.
We're
in
at
the league.
home though.
in my
That's
playoff
basically a
game.
pick 'em.
I'm facing Dak and Lamb, and I'm like not really that worried about it, like I usually would be. Like I feel like you guys could contain them to a normal game. I mean, Lamb's probably gonna still eat, but
Douglas has been eating. Jacksonville, Baltimore.
give me my
Baltimore.
boys,
Yeah,
my
it,
Jags.
Really?
I have to.
if his leg looks
luck,
better,
buddy.
I'd take that. I'd take them, but
His leg looked good. I thought he was dipping. He's a tough fucking guy.
it's a tough cookie.
I'll tell you that right now. He hasn't missed a game in his whole life.
Hopefully Ridley does something.
Can't.
Really-
It's Evan Ingram's
I need
world.
Ridley very bad. I wanna beat Donnie so bad because I'm just so sick that he's just gonna run our league for years. I just want to knock him out.
Fly, Eagles fly, bounce back time. People
sure.
are starting to ride off Philly. It's Dallas, San Fran, NFC Championship. I don't think so.
I do
Fucking
think that's what's
Eagles
gonna
are
happen,
here,
but
man. Don't count my boys out.
I'm
Man.
not counting them out. I just think they've looked very.
Before you had an opinion
Okay
of
all
Jalen
year.
Hurts.
I always like Jalen Hurts.
No, before you had an opinion on him, though, he already knew his purpose.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
All right, I'm taking Seattle. Nah, give me the Eagles. I hope they shut DK down.
They can't, man. He's
No
a
one
fucking
can.
specimen. He's a physical
Drew Lock starts.
specimen, man.
Deagle's gonna Deagle. DK's gonna
He's
have.
a deagle, bro. He's a 50 cal, just
He's gonna have.
blasting everyone.
Drew Lock loves that dude.
Did you see that dude for San Fran told D he like did the silent?
I
She
sent
said
it to you
DK.
guys.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Damn, so the only games we have different is Buffalo and the Bengals.
And I'm gonna lose both
Right.
them shit, so we'll be tight.
I'm working my way
What are we
back.
gonna do for a tie?
Joe's got to pay for everything.
Fuck no.
We gotta just.
You
split
guys
a meal.
gotta. Yeah.
We get one appetizer, one, and we're fucking sharing spoons and shit.
Yeah, I don't know. We didn't think about the tiebreaker.
First week of playoffs,
Yeah, something like that.
Joe just won't be able to partake.
Why?
Just can't. When did the bowl game start?
Saturday.
Oh, so we should pick those, huh?
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of bowl games and then NFL's on Saturday too.
All right, submit your picks, bitches.
I did.
What'd you guys put for the tiebreaker?
Melvin
48.
Ingram's going to the Dolphins.
Melvin Ingram, he was there before.
He's on his way back.
That's cool. Dolphins to Super Bowl.
They don't have like an app for bowl to pick them.
I think they do on ESPN. About to see.
Oh, you can do it and run your pool.
For real?
That's what it says right here. I don't know how to do it. There's NBA. Oh, bowl pick 'em. Nice. Create a contest. I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm excited though. The bowl games are always fun. Different matchups. I just hate that all these players opt out though. That shit is trash. Like Caleb's not playing, Drake May's not playing. Bowers won't play. I don't think Keon Coleman's playing.
Yeah, I hate that shit. Like, just fucking play the game, man. You could have got hurt all year.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of corny.
All right, invite. How do you set your format? This is weird. Sorry for the silence. I really want to do this, though.
You were eating in basketball too, Duke. You and Jake put up 400.
All right, this is not letting it. We're just going to go through. This is fucking annoying.
Just go through the important games.
All right. Pull them up, man. You're the
Got him.
college.
Do you want to go
football
through all of them
expert
or the
over
good games?
here. Do like the I don't care about like old Dominion and shit.
All right, we'll do.
They're all this Saturday?
No, there's 3 games Saturday. They go through the whole Christmas and shit.
All right.
I mean, let's just pick the playoffs. That's really at the end of
Just
the day
those
the
three
only
games?
teams that try and use all their players. We'll just pick the.
Who's in it again?
Did they put Georgia and Florida State in a 5-6 bowl?
Yeah, but I mean, Keon Coleman opted out already. I'm sure that Verse dude isn't going to play the defense end for Florida State, and they're pissed. They should boycott the whole bowl game.
Oh, shut up.
We didn't talk about that.
You want to talk about
Let's
it?
talk about
Let's
this.
talk about it.
Okay.
I'd be pissed.
In the
I'm more mad that
history-
Georgia missed.
In the history of college football, the playoff, it started in 2014, I believe. No undefeated Power 5 champion has ever missed the playoff. Okay.
UCF missed, but they're not Power
They're
5.
not Power 5. Florida State. At first, I didn't care about it because I kind of like understood the Jordan Travis injury. But the more I thought about it and like it was broken down by different people, it's like this team, okay, started the year like preseason top 5 or whatever, was up to like number 2 or 3. Does everything that's asked of them. They win every single game that's on their schedule.
Undefeated.
Beat LSU out of the SEC on a neutral site. Beat Florida in the swamp. Beat Louisville
Florida's
without,
ass.
but it's still an SEC school. Like that's still like one of Georgia's best wins.
Georgia has 3 top 25 wins, though.
Okay, but so does Florida State.
You there?
Yeah, they beat LSU, who has the Heisman winner, Jaden Daniels. They beat Louisville in the ACC championship. They beat Clemson on the road. And they beat Louisville. They dominated Louisville in a game without Jordan Travis, their quarterback who was injured. And then you tell them you're not good enough to make it because this guy unfortunately got hurt. We're going to get rid of all the facts that we have and use our opinion and decide. Like, that'd just be like us right now in the room, us four.
Deciding,
You know what, guys, Jordan Travis is hurt. We don't think they're good enough. They're not going to make it. Instead of just going off the facts that Alabama lost by double digits at home to Texas and Texas lost to Oklahoma, who ended up being a decent team. You put them in over Florida State, who was undefeated.
Yeah.
To me, it's just not right. Do I think it was, as far as like for money and for publicity, do I think Alabama and Michigan's going to be a way better game? I do. But it's still wrong.
I don't. I don't know.
They
if
did
it's
nothing wrong.
though.
It's a group of 100 kids who since April played their hearts out, sacrificed everything for
Everyone
the
does
to
that,
get
though.
there.
But they did it though.
Yeah, but okay. So the reason I think Georgia was the real loser here, they break the record for most consecutive wins ever. They lose. Wasn't that or was it home wins?
I don't know. I'll
they
tell you
won
right now, those Miami teams back in the day won maybe I'm thinking a home streak then. I know Miami had a streak of 50 or 60 wins in a row. Might have been at home or some shit.
It would.
Maybe it was SEC wins.
Maybe it was SEC wins.
But you can't go off what a team did 2 years ago and last year, though.
No, I get it. But still, they're number one all year. All they do is beat everyone.
Yeah.
They beat 3 top 25 teams. Then they lose one game out of 30. And I get it goes back 2 years ago or whatever. But they came in, best team in the college football, and all they do is win. And then they lose by 3 to Alabama, who's way better than they were at the beginning of the year. Jalen Monroe looks 10 times better now than he did at the beginning of the year when they lost to Texas. And because they lost one game against another top 5 school.
Top 8.
Well, they're top 5 now.
Yeah. I'm just saying, who could you have put them in for, though?
Texas?
Texas beat Alabama in Tuscaloosa by 10.
Yeah, but that was early in the season. And
Don't
Jalen
matter,
Monroe,
though.
I'm saying who was the best.
Is looking great.
I want to see the best 4 teams play, and there's no way you're telling me that Georgia is in the top 4 team.
I agree with that.
I think Georgia beats Washington. I think Georgia beats Alabama if they play again. I think Georgia beats all 4 of these. I think they're going to smack the shit out of Florida State, to be completely honest.
Florida State's not going to play any of their players.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, but even if they did play all their players,
But
So who's in the playoffs? Michigan, Alabama, Ohio State?
No.
Ohio State.
But even that's why the playoff has to be.
missed it.
Ohio State only lost to Michigan by a
This
couple
is the
points.
last year we'll have to deal with
That's
this,
what
though.
happened, though. They were going to be in it, right?
Yeah, well, they were the last of all these teams to
And then-
miss.
okay.
But it's even they are deserving.
So who is it?
It's Texas versus Washington and Alabama versus Michigan.
This is a weird playoffs.
But at the end of the day, even what he's saying about Georgia, they are a top 4 team, but they lost. When you look at the season, Texas, Alabama, Georgia, and Florida State, when you put all them up
It was
with each
SEC
other,
team. My bad. It was SEC an SEC team.
when you put these 4 teams up to each other, 3 of them didn't do everything that they could possibly do, and one of them did, and the one that didn't make the playoff because of a unfortunate. They got punished for their quarterback being injured. They even battled adversity, won 3 more games without him, including a top 25
Is he coming
win.
back or no?
No, he's done. But they dominated Louisville. They actually looked better against Louisville than Michigan did against Iowa, Michigan had their quarterback.
Yeah.
Obviously, to me, Michigan's obviously in, but yeah, it really just isn't fair.
I remember I told you before.
And if it is the best 4 teams, if that was their argument, then Georgia should be in.
It should be in.
So if their best argument is we don't think Florida State's a top 4 team, then Georgia should be in. Because Georgia is a top 4 team.
Next year they're doing 8 or 12 or
I think 12.
12, yeah.
Yeah, we won't be having this conversation starting next
But
year.
I just don't see how you could tell this team that went undefeated, won a conference championship
Georgia
game.
beat the fuck out of Mississippi, beat the fuck out of Tennessee. They're just before that Alabama game, it's they beat the fuck out of top 25 teams.
They did lose and they lost recent too.
But they went into Florida, beat Florida by 23, which is one of the biggest wins you said for Florida State.
Yeah.
But Florida State never lost.
That's the thing. Florida State shouldn't even be the argument.
But what I'm saying,
Georgia should be in over Alabama or Texas. But then they use head-to-head where Alabama beat Georgia and Texas beat Alabama, and that's how they decided it.
To me, it's like any given Saturday, though. Just because Texas beat Alabama 3 months ago, that's that big of a deal. Where it's more.
It probably is because it was in Alabama, where teams just don't win.
I don't know. I think there's arguments for everyone. I just think that the one stone cold argument is that there's not 4 teams better than Georgia.
Right. And mine is that Florida State just did
3.
everything that they were supposed to do.
Georgia for sure.
Michigan's favored.
Oh,
Remember I
to
told you
win it
before
all?
the year that I liked
Yeah, I like
Michigan.
them too.
To win it all?
Yeah.
They're favored?
But I liked Oregon.
I just don't see how you could leave out a Power 5 undefeated team. It's never happened.
But why does the Power 5 matter? UCF beat everyone that they could play.
Because they play what we consider bad teams.
Yeah, but
But also the new playoff will give them that opportunity. A Power 5 team will get in.
No, so it's the 6 conference champions.
It's the best conference champions, the best Power 5 team, and then the wild cards or at larges or whatever.
I thought it was the 6 conference championships and then the top ranked.
What is it?
6th
There's only 5 good conferences. The Pac-12's gone.
Well, yeah, because the Pac-12's gone, so it goes down to 5.
So 5 championships, one non-Power 5, so that's 6, and then 6 at larges, I believe.
So it's not even at large. It's just the top 6
leftover teams
ranked teams that are left over. Like it's not like a committee. It's just gonna be like you guys. I guess the committee.
The committee ranks them, but it'll be easy. Like nobody's gonna care if like Oregon State thinks they should have been the 12th seed. It's like fuck off. But Florida State should be in the playoff. Georgia should be in. Ohio State should be in. There's not enough teams.
I thought Ohio State made it. I don't know
so
why.
So 6 highest ranked conference champions. So they're not just including the Power 5. So they're just gonna do the conference champions. Every conference champion would put in a pool. The 6 highest ranked ones will be picked.
Oh, okay. That'll be 12 teams.
And then those teams will receive automatic bids. The top 4 teams will receive a first-round bye to the quarterfinals.
This is about to be fire.
This is. And then the 6th, just...
Because then we can see teams like Central Florida have a chance.
It's going to mean more to some teams, too.
But, man, Florida State going undefeated. I hate Florida State. I'm a Florida fan, so fuck them. But, like, at the same time...
Yeah, and then the 6 highest ranking remaining teams will fill out the rest of the format.
And we could say Georgia's one of the best 4 teams, but they lost.
Yeah.
Alabama lost. Texas lost. I don't care when or where it was. Florida State did not lose. And they beat Clemson on the road. They beat Miami. They beat LSU. They beat Florida. They beat Louisville.
So the way it would look this year if they went by those rankings, the teams who made the playoff
would get the bye.
And then it would be Florida State versus Liberty. I know. Georgia versus Mississippi, who they beat the shit out of earlier in the year. Ohio State at Penn State.
Like, that'd be fire.
And then Oregon at Missouri.
Yeah, like, that's fire. Like, Oregon only has 2 losses, both to Washington.
Yeah.
Maybe they can beat everybody else. Like, I want to see that.
Yeah.
I would like, that team was good. Like, I even started telling you, like, damn, bro, like, my bad, because he was going to bet them to win it all. And I was like, they don't have a chance. And then I was like, bro.
Bo Nix is went crazy.
Yeah, so, like, it's going to be better for the sport. The sport sucks right now because of the playoff. And then when they do things like leave Florida State out because their quarterback's injured and they –
it's going to be so sick next year. So many teams fighting for a 12 spot.
Yeah. And even seeing Liberty, like, it'll become like a March Madness story when, like, Liberty beats Florida State or something.
And it will help them smaller
peacocks.
schools. It'll help them smaller schools.
Like, you imagine UB getting into a playoff? Like, that would be fire. Like, UB versus Georgia. Should be crazy.
74
162.
But I like it because the one time that the game is competitive or the underdog wins will be worth it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, Central Florida might have been able to win. Boise State, Urban Meyer, when he had Alex Smith at Utah, they might have been able to beat whoever. And we just never got to see it.
I don't know. It'll be fun. I think the matchups are still fun. I think both Florida State and Georgia. I mean,
You know there's going to be an upset.
Yeah.
You know there's going to be an
I
upset.
can see Alabama.
No, I'm talking about next year with, like, Liberty versus...
No, football's not like basketball.
Yeah, there's going to be an
It'll
upset.
happen once, but it's
not gonna be that big of an upset. Like maybe
it'll have to be like a team that like the mid-major team has to be like top 10, like they're so good.
Right.
Like Liberty, I just can't see beating. Like if Florida State was healthy and played all their guys. But who you got though?
Liberty,
Michigan or
Liberty.
Alabama.
Who is it?
Michigan, Alabama.
Michigan.
Dude, Alabama's just been there, man.
Michigan versus everybody, man. I think they took that role on with Harbaugh perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, it honestly helped them more than it hurt them with like them being made the villain and like the whole cheating scandal, and they've played better since. But
Alabama has played
they
well,
are
but man,
stacked, man. I'm taking Alabama.
it's
dude.
Michigan's time. Like I feel like they keep choking.
You see Pat McAfee.
He was just telling me
That
about
shit
that
was
shit.
so
That shit's funny as
fire.
hell.
I should have did that.
And then Texas Washington. I think it's a fun game. I'm gonna go Texas.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Texas Alabama again. Alabama
I got
beats
Texas Michigan.
Damn, I think I got...
Washington, Michigan.
Yeah.
I like Penix. I could see Penix having like a CJ Stroud game. I mean, I know Stroud didn't win, but
He said they tried to write him off, but he didn't write back.
never mind. Give me Texas, man.
And then I'm gonna go Michigan, go blue to win it all. My brother's gonna be sick.
He's Ohio State. Yeah, he
he
is
was
Ohio
Ohio
State
State.
fan.
But I think they're complete. I think when they have to throw, McCarthy can make the plays, but if not, they just dominate, run the ball, play defense.
Is Marvin Harrison declaring the draft or no?
I don't know,
He's
dude. If
got
that offer is real, I don't think he can. And he wants to play with like some freshman that's coming in, that's his boy, and then he wants to win the Big Ten title in his home. And he hasn't beat Michigan yet.
That will fucking fuck everything up. Can you imagine being the Cardinals? Like they're trying to be good next
Could
year.
you imagine being me?
Yeah. Yo, I'll be sick.
Why would you be sick?
Because Donnie's league, I like gave away Pierce and shit for nothing. I get Pierce hasn't been like consistent, but like I'm just giving away players for nothing. That is bad funny.
Were you there for that
Yeah,
shit?
no, it was before you got there.
Dom was trying to offer his dad Jalen Hurts and Alec Pierce for Josh Allen. He kept calling him Alex Pierce. He was looking up. He said, "Alex, you up there?" He said, "He'll come down."
Oh no, I was there.
That shit was
Yo,
mad
that shit,
funny.
it reminded me of some shit my dad
It's
would have
funny.
done. That shit was funny as fuck.
Damn,
Alex
dude.
Pierce.
You guys want to talk about that? I
What?
forgot about that. The Marv, someone's offering Marv $20 to $25 million to stay in college, and then he wants to win the Big Ten title because they lost to Michigan this year.
He wants to beat Michigan, then he wants to win the Big Ten title, which is played in Indianapolis, his hometown. Damn. And I believe there's a freshman coming in that's his boy or something he wants to play with.
Damn.
Probably
And he's
another
rich.
great Ohio State
And the
receiver.
craziest thing is
He's
if
rich.
he
His dad's
never
rich.
goes to the
Mother
NFL,
one,
he'll
yeah.
be fine.
Yeah, his dad's rich. He's getting the nil deals. Like, yeah, he's chilling.
And if they win a Big Ten, like he'll be, even if he gets a fucking career-ending injury, like the Ohio State will love him forever, and he'll
Yeah.
have a car dealership like giving him free cars for life
Yeah,
or
some
something.
crazy shit. And he might win Heisman. He was a finalist this year. He made it to New York or whatever.
So good.
Jaden Daniels won that shit though.
And Daniel, oh my God,
ASU
bro.
boy.
That video you sent me, there's like there'll be a 30 for 30 on Arizona State. Like,
You think so?
dude, Jaden Daniels throwing. Just imagine the world where Herm doesn't host students during COVID. You have Jaden Daniels throwing to Johnny Wilson,
From Florida State.
another guy that should be in the playoff by your logic. And then there was probably 3 other 4 to 5 star receivers who left us, not including our offensive line, all the people that we weren't getting.
Right.
Like Herm and Antonio Pierce were getting whoever they wanted. And if Jaden Daniels takes a step with ASU,
Why'd he leave?
I don't want to be wrong, but I'm almost certain he was like one of the first pieces. Like as soon as that it came down that we might be losing recruiting,
He was like, I'm
it
out.
was like an exodus. Like Wilson left, they all
I'm
left.
taking Jaden Daniels in Dynasty though. I don't care where he goes. That dude's dynamic. Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, he could be Justin
I wasn't gonna
Fields.
say that on here.
Yeah.
That's
You
what
think
I
he'll
was
be a
gonna
better
do as
fantasy
well.
quarterback than Caleb?
I don't know, man. Caleb's real good and he can run too, so it's tough.
They said
I
that
feel
he
like
has a little
Jaden
bit of
Daniels should
Lamar
be
and
more
Jalen
willing.
Hurts in him.
I see more Justin Fields.
Because Caleb has like a Mahomes to him. Mahomes was running for a while.
And Mahomes still is just top 3 even when
Yeah.
he doesn't run. I mean, not this year, but
That's what I was gonna do too. Those Jaden Daniels everywhere.
Yeah,
I swear to
nice.
God, I was gonna.
Yeah, I'll be seeing you.
I have better picks than you.
no, because you have to pick. You got if Marv doesn't go out, who's the number 1 pick?
Probably Narbers or
Neighbors, yeah.
In Dynasty?
Powers or Oduze. There's a lot of guys that are close.
We gotta
I'll
see
tell
who's
you what.
drafted, where they go.
It might come back to bite me, but I'm just not drafting people who don't have quarterbacks anymore. At least quarterbacks who are willing to throw him the ball. They're sitting on Kyle Pitts for 3 years and having like a guy I can't start.
Yeah.
Even Garrett Wilson was pretty ass
It's
before.
not his fault.
It's not his fault, but I'm just talking fantasy
get it,
purposes. Like, Garrett Wilson won't be bad with Rodgers next year.
They might even draft a quarterback.
They
Yeah,
should.
maybe.
They should. They could go all in on just winning a Super Bowl this year, but Rodgers isn't going to be there for more than a year, and then you're just back and where you
They'll
get
probably
some
draft a
starting.
quarterback.
That's going to fuck up everything if Marv goes back to Ohio State.
He's,
It'll be
he's
nuts.
going to the draft.
Yeah, I can't.
I
I
don't
started-
know,
I
bro.
started
30.
thinking about it just
You're
now.
already rich. Your dad was an NFL player. You're already rich, so it's not like these kids
Yeah,
where if
but-
I get hurt, my life is ruined.
And you're getting 30 million.
You're getting
So
30
what's
million.
what's the next best thing though? You already got all this shit, playing at a higher level.
But
No, the
but
next best
seems
thing
to
is
wanna
winning
do these
that-
things.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I'm with you. I think he's gonna go. But
I don't know.
I don't think
You
I
know
would.
you're gonna be a high pick in the draft.
In my scenario where I'm like poor, 100% doesn't matter
Yeah, but
what's on
what
the
if
line.
he goes back
but if
to
I
college
already,
and suffers a career-ending injury?
But
he'll
that's
still get
the-
that 30 million.
he'll still get that
Yeah.
30 million. He'll still be
And his
rich.
dad's rich.
I think he's gonna.
I think he's gonna go too. But if it means that much to him to beat Michigan and win the Big Ten title at home, then he'll stay.
I'll tell you what I do all the time in NCAA. I risk my career. I'm winning that championship. That comes
I
out
need
this
him to
summer
come.
too,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm excited for that.
Woo!
I need him to go to the draft.
Yeah.
All right, peace.
All right, peace.
No, I mean
Bijan and Marvin though. That's
That'd be
fire.
nuts.
the NFL draft would be fucked because the
And
Cardinals
Kyrie.
are like 100% in on
You guys
Marv.
Steve's league's mine if I get Marvin. C.J. Stroud to Tank Dell, Bijan, Kyron Williams, Marvin Harrison,
That's it.
Rashi Rice, Tank Dell.
You already
You already
said
said
no.
10.
Oh, did I?
Jaden
Jaden Reed.
twice.
You got a nice team.
Yeah, my team's gonna be alright. I
My
got
team's
Keaton Mitchell.
asshole.
My team in 7-1.
I should get
I got
Marv.
pick 1 and pick 6.
My team in 7-1.
I should get the
7
first
and
pick.
7. And I got the 4th pick though.
I'm 7-7. I'm in the playoffs.
Well, that's
I
the
didn't
team
want
you were,
to.
that's the team
I'm
you were
tanking
tanking.
with 7 and 7. but I got 3 firsts, 4 seconds.
12 and almost lost my pick.
I'm about to eat.
Oh, I'm about to eat. This team in Downey's league, oh my God.
You're doing
I got
all this to
3
not beat
first-round
me.
picks, 3 second-round picks. I got all the nice receivers. I just need running backs at this point.
You're doing all this to not beat me.
I eventually, dude, your team's gonna get old.
At least a year.
And I
got another year or 2 left.
I have 3 first-round picks this year, 2 first-round picks the year after that, and 2 first-round picks the year after that. So just this year, I have 3 firsts, 3 seconds, and then the year after, 2 firsts, 3 seconds. 2026, 2 firsts.
Hey,
And I have Kyler Murray, Jordan Love. I have no running backs. I'm gonna pick all running backs after I pick Marv, and then I'll have Marv, Garrett Wilson, Drake London, Jordan Addison, Rashee Rice, George Pickens, Mingo, Tillman, Robinson if they develop in anything, and then I have Trey McBride.
That's fire.
Can I tell you my team?
Your team is unreal.
Let me tell you my team. I have Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, Christian McCaffrey, Jaden Reed, Keenan Allen, Travis Kelce, Kincaid, Rashad White, Jalen Warren, Dicker, Dallas's D.
Jeez.
Then on my bench, I got Derek Carr, Josh Kelly, Algier, Brandon Cooks, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Jahan Dotson, Sky Moore, Tyler Bass, Rams D. And then I have a first. I have all firsts. I have all the firsts.
Damn. You guys are on shit.
It's gonna be fun. But yeah, that's everything.
I gotta switch some of that
oh, we gotta talk. I know we've been here for a while.
Oh,
but
Ohtani.
No, well, Ohtani too. Ohtani, 10 years, $700 million.
Yeah, but when you texted me, I thought you said they were taking $2 million out of his thing. I think we read it wrong. They're only paying him $2 million
he's getting $680 million
Yeah.
at the end of his career.
That's fucking nuts.
So are they're giving him like a lump sum, or are they gonna Bobby Vanilla it, where they're giving him
I have no
60
idea.
a year? I don't. All right. So I said that this is an unfair thing that baseball allows. I don't know if you guys disagreed with that or not.
I don't mind it.
But you give a team like the Dodgers, who are the only one of 3-4 teams who can afford him in the first place, and now they don't even have to pay him. Like that. Come on, bro. Now,
Not a lot of people are like Ohtani, though. They're going to take that bread.
It just shouldn't be allowed. At least when the Bills have to keep Josh Allen, they have to give something up. Like they can't sign all these players. These dudes are gonna. They already have they have the top 3 MVP candidates from last year, including the winner now with Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman. And now they're only paying one of those guys $2 million a year. Like, what are they gonna go get? Like, it's just like.
Yeah, they won this shit.
I mean, he's not gonna pitch next year.
Yeah, so that's cool.
It's ridiculous. I've been saying $700 million was the number I've been saying for like a year. A lot of people are like, oh, like make your kids play baseball. One, if you want your kids to play baseball, go ahead. They're never going to be Ohtani. Ohtani is a fucking superhero. You don't know how hard it is to make it to the MLB as a hitter or make it to the pitcher, much less make it as both.
Yeah.
He's the closest thing to a superhero there is in sports, including LeBron, in my opinion. Like
sure.
Like LeBron at least was given 6'8", 250 to work with, and then he developed everything else. Ohtani, like my brother played baseball and was a good baseball player. Not even considered for D1. Put a ton of resources into it, ton of effort, not even considered for D1. And then you talk about MLB, which is 100 times better than D1, and he does both of those things at that level. It's
level,
like
and not isn't he from like a different country?
He's from Japan.
Yeah.
You can't overstate how amazing it is. You just can't. So him making $70 million a year might be less than what he's worth. Like, it's unreal. But I just think that what the Dodgers are doing is unfair. I think MLB should have a salary cap.
I watched this little clip of this dude. He went off about it. He was so mad. He said, "Give him Blake Snell then. Give him this. Give him that.
Yeah,
give him
they're
everyone.
gonna.
Fuck
They're gonna.
They're about to eat.
But the thing is, though, they probably find a way to lose.
They're gonna be minus 160 to win the World
Yeah,
Series.
it's gonna be stupid.
They're gonna find a way to lose. They've had crazy teams before and lost. What if Ohtani's just buns now? He's not.
He just went out how he's a superhero.
I know.
He's bugged.
He was a superhero and then he got hurt.
Yankees got Soto though.
Yeah, it's fire.
That is okay. I'm just praying to the Lord above. If Juan Soto, if you can hear me, just stop. Just don't go for the short porch. Please don't let it entice you.
He's about to crack these shits.
Don't pull everything. Like we've seen Mark Teixeira be like, oh, I can hit a home run every play and go from 330 to 230. Just play how you play. If they give you something to pull, easy home run. But use the whole field,
Soto
please.
will. He's too nice not to.
Please. He's the
Still
only
need
dude in the
someone else,
he's the
though.
only dude in the MLB that I love like for a 10-year contract. He's only 25, 26.
He's young.
Just please.
Yeah, I'm pumped that we got him, bro.
And Stanton, go like bang models and just retire, please.
Nah, he's still good to be like five.
No,
6
he can't
hitter.
even run. He
He's
can't
like-
even. He can't
like a
even
good
run.
pinch hitter or something.
He can't. If we can hit and then someone run for him like they do in like
With Babe Ruth and shit.
yeah, he can't run, bro.
The one dude said that Ohtani's never going to be remembered as an angel. No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
probably not.
the Angels shouldn't be remembered as a fucking franchise. And then yeah, LeBron. They shouldn't. They've wasted years of the two greatest players of our generation, and they haven't sniffed a playoff. It makes no sense. Okay,
Where's Ohtani going to bat at? 4?
probably 3. Probably.
Oh, Stratford TikTok.
I'm thinking.
You don't want to talk about LeBron?
Oh, yeah, he won the in-season tournament.
Yeah, MVP of it, first
Take
time.
us home.
That's sick.
That's why he's better than Jordan.
He's not better than Jordan.
He's better than Jordan.
He's not better. Well, we can have this conversation
Jordan
next
never
week.
won an in-season tournament.
He never lost one either.
That's a fact. Neither is LeBron.
And he won one.
No,
AD was spazzing though. Like LeBron had him ready for that game.
42-20.
Dude, he
I
went
liked
nuts.
I liked what he said at the end of the end of the shit. He said,
He said records. He said records are cool and all, but records can be broken. You can never not be the first at something
no, that's
after you
not,
have
but
it.
that's not what had me like.
That was funny as
He said
He
that.
said,
Not for real. He said, it was because I can't think exactly what he said. He said it was something like how like he has a bunch of rookies and second-year players on his team, and they never really experienced playoff basketball, and he wanted to get them ready for that.
And that money was huge for
But
some
that-
of them
then
dudes.
he said
Yeah, the
he was
one
like
dude's only
he
making
said
$1 million.
Let me finish. He said a lot of those contracts that these kids have ain't nearly as high as ours. Basically, he's like, so I wanted to go make sure they got some of that bread.
Yeah, I seen a couple of those dudes are only making $500,000 on the
Yeah.
year, and they just doubled their salary. That's
Yeah.
pretty sick. Off LeBron's back.
LeBron's out here, man.
Yeah, he's like 60, just like fucking.
Dude, just respect him as the best ever.
Second best player.
Why does he?
I told you if longevity is the most important thing to you, and you said LeBron's the GOAT, I won't argue with
I
it.
think longevity gives him the edge of being the better player.
If that's your number one argument, I'm not mad at anyone who thinks he's the GOAT because of that. But if you just look at what
It's his 21st season. He's just doing everything.
yeah, but I'm not going against of how amazing that is, but like Tom Brady won a Super Bowl at 40. Like we're seeing like Aaron Rodgers is going to come back from Achilles at 40. It's just different. We didn't get to see if Jordan would be able to do this with modern day medicine. So
I fucking hate
Give-
that argument, man.
why do you hate the argument?
I get it.
Give LeBron his flowers for what he's doing, but like, would he have done this in the '80s when this shit didn't exist? When
Would Jordan have done that now?
we'll never know. That's why I'm saying if
Well,
you
I'm saying
think
that's why it's a mute argument.
it's not mute. You can't. You see it in every sport. People are playing 10 times longer than they used to. It's like it's simple as that. The Jordan did more in less time, and that's my opinion. I think that means more than the longevity.
You said what?
Jordan did more in less time. He played 15 seasons, one of which was a ridiculous season in Washington, where he was 40. Still dropped like 42 in a game.
Who was better, Chris Paul or AI?
AI has a higher ceiling. I think Chris Paul would be a lot better if he was like Halliburton, where it was like, I know I can.
Oh my God, Halliburton. My bad. Do you guys know when his birthday is? Do you know when his birthday is? February 29th.
Oh, so he only gets a birthday once in
So
a
they
while.
said
He's only 5.
He says he's the first 5-year-old superstar.
That's fire. He's that dude.
All right, peace.
Jordan's better. Thank you guys for listening. It's been a long one. Maybe we'll get into the Jordan LeBron debate again, which I said I'd never have. But thanks for listening. Follow everywhere. Trapman Sports. Peace.
Peace.